Hey, hey, I will take us right into the intro and then I will be right back and say hey to everybody. Happy Saturday.
Home in the valley, home in the city, home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway, home isn't my way, home I'll never be. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. Time is the essence, time is the season, time ain't no reason, got no time to show. Time everlasting, time to play these sides, time ain't on my side, time I'll never know. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and lives that were blue. But I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you.
I, I'm not. What the hell is this? I'm not surprised if I spelled something wrong. But tell me what it is and I'll fix it. I won't even share my comment. Let me get started saying hi. What? Wait a minute. Hey, Hope for Snoopy. Break time 5. Hey, Deb. Hey, Mitten Mama. I've been catching up on your videos. And you ever want to come to Florida and cook? Come on over. Hey, wee gobshite. I love that name. I say it that way so YouTube is happy. Hey, Debbie Rogers. Hey, Grammy's Place. Skip to my Lou in the house. Hey, Mystic. Hey, Wild Butterfly. Wildfire. Voiceless. How are you? How are you doing? Everything getting all settled now that you get all that stuff packed up and you had a lot to do. Fortune Reed. Spelling off for Saturday? Probably. Hey, Britt. You're watching wrestling? My hubby likes wrestling, so it's one little one. In fact, you were just talking about it. Hey, Midwest. I'm fire. Hey, T Berry. Hey, Leo. Well, how's everybody doing on this fine Saturday? Hey, Music City Mom. It looked so much better today. I was thrilled. I cannot wait for Monday, and hopefully it's you know good news across the board. Um, I still got to hear from the doctor, but it looks better. It really does. The medicine's all working. Lord knows he's on enough of it, and he just is. He's a trooper. Thank you for asking. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Jay. But we got a nice surprise today. We had our church was having an event over at the one big park, back to school bash. So we took the kids, and um, it was just too hot for the face painting. The paint. Yeah. But anyway, I didn't know they reopened the big splash pad. This thing is big. It's two sides. It's big. It's really the kids love it. I didn't know that they had reopened it at the beginning of July. I haven't paid attention because I was just haven't went over there because it's been shut down for so long. Because of it got put in and opened up, and that summer was up and on again with it. There was a lot of issues, and so they ended up just closing it, and it's been closed since. And unfortunately, the city had to actually file a lawsuit against the contractor, because this is a real. I mean, they laid this splash pad out. This thing is huge. It's you got one huge section, then you run through the tunnel of tubes through the water to the other big section. So it's nice. It's laid out. The people that donated the funds for that, God bless them, because it's big. But it's all working good. It was the kids had a blast, and I didn't know. So of course we didn't have swimsuits. I didn't care. I let them get wet anyway. I mean, boys were in shorts and a t-shirt anyway. But they had a blast. Hey, JJ. Hey, language of horses. Hey, Chatty. And he's not been able to swim going to the water because of his eye. Um, but I kept it covered today. But he was allowed to do that today. He's allowed to start doing things. So, hey, Nevada girl. If it's storms like they said, I didn't realize what was coming our way with these storms. And honestly, it's kind of like a double whammy, because not only do we got the one coming right up through us, we also got one coming from the Gulf side right through us. So, yeah, I didn't, because I've lived here so long. Hey, be still that, they start telling you a week or two before the storm even develops or does anything. And they don't know the path till the very, let's face it, it's pretty much a guess until it's down to brass tacks. All right. And then a lot of times they're going to tell you it's coming right for you, and then it's not even near you. So I've learned, you just don't, I don't get worked up and panic. I don't panic buy. Um, it was crazy at the stores today. People were panic buying, and all I wanted was the damn birthday cake and the sub she wanted. That was it. And now I think I will go into morning note just Not nothing major, um, just like an extra gallon of milk and juice, stuff for the kids. Just, I don't know. They say the weather's supposed to start changing up and hitting around after 5 a.m. So we'll see. I've learned not to. But I did make sure I have a gas for my generator in case power goes. But hopefully it's just going to be some and ruin our day because if it rains all day and there's lightning, there's no water park. The water park will not be opened. I couldn't change everything for today. I tried. No, it was too short a notice. And yeah, no. It just yeah. So I don't know. And we'll figure it out. We'll still have go to a movie or something if we can't do the water park. But I'm hoping that it's just some rain. But who knows? Hey, Kesha Renee. Anyway, so I see Betty hasn't shut up. No surprise there. Hey, Lost Mother of One. And y'all know I've reviewed 111 True Crime numerous times. That woman, oh, yikes. Wow. If you've been here for those lives, you know exactly what I mean. Um, oh, Betty. I at this point, and Brittany J, do you have a working brain cell? Or even a half a working brain cell? And 111 True Crime, you think Betty didn't do anything but help and support Sebastian's case? Huh. What Cracker Jack box did you come out of? Huh. I've seen the things you've sent to TBI. Huh. I'm just wondering if TBI has them a special file for special people. Hmm. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Hey, Bama G. I lived in Tampa down by the Air Force Base, and there was a place to store your kayaks, and you could go out on the water right there at the apartment. Ooh, that sounds nice. I can't wait until I get my LA aircraft done on the 21st so I can get out and enjoy some of this year. They are fixing my hernia too, so kayaking soon. Oh, well, good for you, JJ. And you'll have all our prayers and prayers for a speedy, fast recovery, and you can get back out there. Good for you. And what a great positive attitude. Good for you. BHBS and people convinced she's done nothing wrong. I don't get it. I don't understand it. All they had to do was be in her chat. Uh, I, I'm sorry, but at this point, there's something wrong with the subs that are supporting her. I'm sorry, but that's my opinion, and it is just my opinion. But there's something wrong right there. There's something seriously wrong. You're going to support this woman to go file yet another frivolous lawsuit against the parents of a missing child. If you financially support that, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. Because these parents have done not a damn thing to Betty. Nothing. Zilch. I can't. Mm. Tired of being nice. Being nice isn't working. So, I figured today's Saturday. So we'll do a Saturday Night All Stars. Come on now, they work hard at being the misinformation drama queens they are. And they should be rewarded for that with a special night of the Drama All Stars. But True Crime 111, don't you worry. I haven't forgot about Local's Farm. And Local's Farm, they need another they need another move. So you're going to be joining the farm here soon. We'll be making a thumbnail, introducing you to all your new buddies at Los Cal's Farm. You've officially made it. Yeah. Hey, Thor. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I know I just popped up this live. I was like, oh, I should go live. Nobody's live. And I promised, my family I was going to take it easy on YouTube this weekend. But my sweet husband says, you want to go live? Go and go live. Go now before midnight. So that's why y'all.
You got her for a little while, and then she's mine. Come on now.
So I did. Yeah. But there was no notice. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate that. Sub mods, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate that. Heartland Honey, I can tell if her subs are insane or insisting bad behavior for their own sick entertainment and trolling Betty as well. Either way, it's disgusting. Kurt, yep, you are so right. Betty went live. She just ended a live not too long ago. We're going to look at that. I was looking at the chat. Tony Mathis was in there. Super chatted her $50, $49.99 to be exact, letting her know, and that him and Seth totally support her and stand with her. Just an hour, not even an hour ago. Yeah. Hey, B. Tim. Oh, she was live. And Tony and Seth are still very much in her corner. Super chatting her $50 at a time. Hey, Tabby. Nope, not today. Yeah. Um. And for somebody who has done nothing wrong, has nothing to worry about, is being stalked and harassed. Huh. How come for 4 days or 3 days, however many days, she hasn't shut up about these protection orders? She is doing lives several times a day, trying to convince everybody, including herself, that she's done nothing wrong. Now, remember, before she left on this road trip, and while she said when she gets back, she's filing her frivolous lawsuit against JLR. And now, I don't know if she's still going to do it because now, she's filing a frivolous lawsuit against the Proudwoods. Hey, Sheila. Hey, go ask Alice. Trauma bones. Yeah. So, I I don't know if we have to wait for the little papa and the bullhorns frivolous civil suit. That's disappointing. Disappointing, Betty. Oh, and by the way, it wasn't FS Investigates Betty
Asking me if a
that was that filed anything against you for copyright. It was actually the lady's video, the lady you took the video up her YouTube or her Facebook page. Yeah, her. Yeah, that's not SF. And you still have that to deal with, by the way, as far as I know. But SF can't drop it because he's not the petitioner. It wasn't his video. He wasn't the one seeking the copyright. You saying that doesn't matter. I haven't seen anything that it's been dropped. So until I see actual proof, I don't know. But SF does not have he can't drop it. It's not his case. Get it? Yeah, okay. So quit telling people that. And you got your ads on high. You sure do. Damn, Betty. Even on a 10-minute video. Jesus criminy.
There's been a lot of power outages and stuff like that that's already affecting the area that I'm at. And
where are you at? Because that's not true. No storm has even hit here yet. And if you were just at the Trump rally, where that doesn't make sense. And the storm's not even supposed to start hitting us till in the middle of the night, like around 4 or 5 in the morning. And now I regret not getting it. But I'll be okay till hopefully nothing will, and I'll be able Scooter McBooters. Yeah, you were in that. She lost her shit on you? She better leave my scooter alone. Hey, Tia. Hey, Kodo. That's insane. She better leave my scooter alone. Betty, I don't sub you to comment because I wouldn't last a comment. So I'm not gonna wait 5 days because I'd forget to come back and comment. I'd forget about it, then I'd be stuck subbing to you. That's not happening. But I'll leave comments afterwards. I'm gonna tell you leave my scooter alone. Hey, Colleen. Hey, Ange Carter. Hey, NZ, good to see you. In the bushes. Okay, so this was just an hour ago. Listen for yourself. It's near the end. I asked her about her shirt. I'm like, I seen you in there, and I seen 2 other people that I know been in my chat, but they weren't in there like being nasty trolling. They were in there trying to have a little bit of, ask some simple questions, and just nothing, and she didn't seem happy.
I don't know if it's from the storm or anything like that. I don't know, but their Wi-Fi apparently in a lot of the areas is completely
first
down.
off, you lied to everybody. Okay, I got to take a drink. My throat is so dry. You lied to everybody in your audience. You said because of the storm you couldn't get home. That's a damn lie. You weren't going home. You were going to a Trump rally, Betty. You went to more than one MAGA rally. Why are you hiding it? You only showed a couple of minutes of the one you went to today. Why are you hiding the others? Why are you lying and saying that you were there? Why would you go to Tennessee and Mississippi and do absolutely nothing? Drive the whole way there and then drive the whole way back to Georgia. Make that make sense. You're not that clever. Because honestly, nobody cared enough to dig into it. Nobody cares where you're at. That's law enforcement might now. They might now. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. But why not just tell your audience the truth? This was nothing about a case, nothing about the storm preventing you from getting home. It's because you still had Trump rallies to go to. Your grift saying there's a case so you get money to go to your Trump rallies. Just be honest, tell people the truth. They'd still give you the damn money. That's one of my biggest issues with you, is you gripped your lying ass off instead of being honest. and stop using Sebastian's name and the Proudfoots and the Bower Sox and the Idaho 4 and everybody else hashtagging them in your damn Trump videos. Are you kidding me? Do you know that it's called tag stuffing, Betty? And you know that's against, I believe, terms of service? And you do it on every video. Stop mixing these victims and their families in with your drama crap and your Trump crap. Hey, everybody, hit that like. If you're not subbed up, sub up. But please hit that like so we can get their video in that algorithm.
And so I have to, that's what was wrong this morning. Whenever I was coming live, I kept saying I couldn't hook up to the internet. I couldn't hook up to the internet either way.
Who cares?
But I hope everything's full. I mean, I had an amazing day today. A very exhausting day.
She got to play a front row Joe, everybody. Give her a hand. Give this woman a hand. She got to be a front row Joe. Aren't you all jelly that you didn't get to be one of them front row Joes? You taking Mason for a walk, voices? Oh, hey, Lisa. White boy is a dumbass. You don't like white boy? He's all right. I don't, Hey, he's putting Betty. He's telling Betty how it is. So that don't mean, I don't hate Bond. So just because somebody's, calling out Betty, if it's a chat I don't go into, I'm not gonna go in there and hate Bond with people just because they're calling Betty out. Yeah, that's fake. I don't do that shit. But he's all right. I don't have no problems with him in the world. How is she supposed to be on the scene reporter but can't figure out Wi-Fi or a hotspot? Yeah, and she pays a lot of money for her hotspot, according to her. Yeah. That's a good question, Kodo. We have a whole list of questions. I think we should do a live. And we could make a list. Hey, it's me, Amberly, of questions for the board. And see, because I never get no answers. Maybe you can get some answers. Yeah, White Boy's cool. I actually watched that. I don't have no problems with White Boy in a while. Timu swimming pool, I seen you. You and Scooters in here putting symbols. You kept putting all kind of symbols in the chat. I was laughing. He used to get paid for taking channels down. I don't know if he still does. Oh. Yeah, see, I don't know nothing about them. I just know that they went through a rough time recently, or a couple months back, and I think they're really trying. And I don't know, that's it. I wish him the best, but he cracks me up. I watch some of his little shorts and stuff he put out, and he cracks me up. Hey, literally.
Absolutely, utterly exhausting. I have to be honest with you, though. I have to be honest with you. I like the rallies and the.
Okay, I don't want to hear none of this.
This AI tool will take your idea.
She's going to tell everybody that the Secret Service guy. She's going to make it sound like she has the inside source and she knows this Trump agent well. And
the food, the food trucks and stuff that are out there.
He joked with her and he helped her. And
hey guys, it's nice to
thank
see
you.
Thank
you so much.
Regina, Jules, Emma,
Magatine.
Suzanne, it's
Hello,
nice to see you.
be
Jesus
good.
loves
Hey, yeah.
Brenda. So does the Bullhorn Betty Show.
He wasn't paid to take a channel down. Molly helped that rumor. I have all those clips. Oh boy.
It's nice to see
yeah, I don't know nothing about them. He was putting out some shorts and he covered this and he let the news know about Betty. But yeah, I know that they went at it with Molly. I remember when all that went down when they were doing their meet and greet during the Marvon and Dre hole. Yeah, that's about all I do know. I left that crazy a message on her morning comment that she digging herself a bigger hole and y'all know it will not work. Yeah. Mm-mm. Hey, Orion. Oh, Darcy, thank you. Thank you so much. Yep, he showed the receipts unless they were fake. Yeah. No, I don't think they were fake. White boy, he just doesn't strike me as someone that would do that. Welcome to Poolside, Tabby. You are now a Poolside misfit. Hey, Celestial Sky. She asked, but he was never paid to do it. Like he said, he wouldn't even know how to take down someone. Yeah, I mean, and if he's going to play a Karen like he did, like he told you, he'd tell you. I mean, he just doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He does pretty good. He had me laughing.
Cindy, oh, beautiful.
I don't have no
Karen.
issues
It's nice
with
to
it.
see you, my love.
Hey, Riverstone.
Sadie, Sonia.
Well, welcome
I'm wearing
in.
my shirt. I was hot.
I knew here. If you're saying that she's a front row supporter for a Trump rally, she's paying a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money, more than a VIP front row journey and Def Leppard concert. Oh, Darcy, thank you so much. Thank you. Wow, that's so sweet of you. I really appreciate that. It really does help the channel. Hey, Oz, everybody, welcome to Poolside. Please thank Darcy for your membership, and you are now a Poolside Misfit. Now, y'all, please hit that damn like button. YouTube requires that, not me. Yell at them, but okay. Wonder what people do with the court moves ahead with the RO. Without her, she's gonna be so mad. He was striking it. Oh, yeah, but I was wondering about that, Riverstone. I really was. I know that they call themselves the front row Joes, but these people don't have money that she hangs with to do this. They go a day or two early before the rally, and they sleep in their cars in the parking lots so they can be the first people in and get the very front seats on the floor. They're not the special VIP seats that you're talking about. These are down on the floor. And they call themselves the front row Joes because that's what they do. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
Oh my gosh, I said the JC word today. I sure
Hey,
did. Something happened.
hey, Kay.
And I said, and I was sitting
G-Ma.
right next to Miss Sharon, and I said, Miss Sharon, I'm so sorry.
I'm a seahorse. Oh, I love it. Hopers, what do you mean be good? I've never been here before. We just hey, we all gotta be good sometimes or another. Don't worry, I got you. We got a fully stocked bar. We got some gummies. We're good. We're good. I don't drink, but you can help yourself. Well, once a night. It's not that I don't drink. Once in a great while I do. But just not today. But you can help yourself. Someone like her with her background and those POs on her, they shouldn't be let her near the front row now. Hey, Stray Talker, how are you? Yeah, I agree. Betty's crazy. And if those POs stick, she cannot have a weapon. I don't care if the gun's 50 years old. If it fires, it's a weapon and you can't have it.
Because her personality and your personality, she's much, I've said worse her before until she made that's me. Livy, Vicky, you mom of.
I grew up always on the bigger side as a kid. I was always
She's got her ass
slightly
on
thicker, big
I don't know how she does it. I don't know how to do it.
But you got to go there. I think one of my mods still have a link for you. A great supporter. Tell us about it. Tell us about it, because like Sunny, I got my shirt. See, it says I love Jesus. You guys can't have it because you cuss a little bit more than me. I bet you do.
Oh my God, what is wrong with her? What? Hey, Lynn Love and Light. Hey, Little Boston. What is wrong with this woman?
Their cousin right
Hey,
now.
KCG. Me too,
Izzy, it's
KCG.
nice
I
to
had a
see
busy
you,
day with the fam.
Bobby. Mullins girl, it's nice to see you. Timu. Hash brown. Hey, love. Me and
No,
you.
that's not how it works. If you've been a felon and you've been in prison, if you have felonies, but some of that's all getting changed around too. So, yeah, There- so yeah, she can vote. But there's a lot of you can apply to get your rights back.
I think Misty's up in the house. Hey,
There's
honey.
there's a lot in the last few years that has happened to change that, and I know here in Florida you can apply to get your rights back. Hey, limited edition.
I hope your mom is doing well as well. Oh, so people in here. So I'm just gonna say hi to a whole pile. If you guys ask a bunch of them. Okay. I have to admit, I do too. But this one wasn't a cuss word. I swear. I just used the Lord's name in vain. I just didn't cuss. That's all. But I told her about that. I said, I didn't know. I've never known Sonia to be a liar until she made the pray for you, Sonia. So I was thinking about something.
Oh boy, look out.
With
Eddie's
everything
thinking.
going on and stuff like that. And
Hey,
we're
Cricket Day.
finding out a little bit here and a little bit there. You know, it's all kind of confused.
Nope,
but we're still finding out a little bit here and a little bit there.
I just make fun of them. I'm not a political channel. I don't do the politics. So,
yeah. What's going on up there in Tennessee and stuff like that. And I was reading an article or a little snippet of an article.
Yeah, I was going to say, Betty, you don't never read a complete article. You answered that correctly. You read snippets. Couldn't have said it better myself. That's why you're often so far off that it's not even funny.
It said something about the DA reviewing it. Mm-hmm. And it just dawned on me. The DA is going to go through my videos here on this channel.
Oh, my Lord.
And I can't think of a better use of that DA's time than to hear the commentary and the work that we've done. So I just keep wondering, if this is Katie, if this is, the Bauer Sox, which it looks like it might possibly.
Okay, now she already knows and has already admitted she is well aware that Katie has filed the first one, and she is well aware that the Bauer Sox have filed the second round. And there's a total of 3. She knows that. She's aware of that.
Is that would be a great idea for law enforcement and the DA. As a matter of fact, for the DA to be all up in my videos. We've done a lot of work. We have done a lot of work.
Okay, so somewhere in her delusional head, she thinks that the DA is going to take hours and days to watch the last 3 months of Betty constantly harassing, attacking, encouraging people to stalk the Broadwoods and the Bauer Sox. And then Betty actually did it, even though she claimed she was the one who was stalked. Well, when you're the one being followed, you're not the one racing up behind a car and jumping out like a wild banshee. Okay? She would. Anyway, I just somehow don't think that's what's gonna happen. And Betty needs to really. She thinks that if this DA reviews her channel and all her videos, that Chris and Katie will immediately be arrested. Because she solved the case, people. And she's proved that her videos prove that they lied on her about these protection orders. This woman is so delusional. Her mind is so distorted. I don't think there's any. At this point, I don't know if there's any coming back. Hey, Doxy. Hey, Clover.
Wondering if they sealed their fate. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be playing tug of war with my mama. True crime. I think my mom.
If anybody wants to come up, I'll drop the link. I don't do that often, but I'll be glad to do it. It's Saturday night. Let's live a little bit.
Mama loves her fur grand.
And no porn bombing, no trolls. Don't worry. It may be a Christmas cover thing, but I have a cover page so that I know who you are and we're not getting porn bombed. Besides that, that's not exciting. Because usually y'all that porn bomb don't even have nothing good to porn bomb with. You know? So keep your little prawn stuff to yourself. We're good.
Her granddaughter.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And listen, you can think what you want about Candace and Dawn Wells. You're entitled to your own opinion. Everybody is. But at the end of the day, they were never charged with a crime. They were never charged with being responsible for their daughter's disappearance. So, them giving a statement about what was done to them at the hands of this troll on this screen to Chris and Katie and the Bower Sox to the court. After what Betty's done to them, put them through, would you blame them for stepping up and telling the truth?
My mom was telling me, 'cause I got this little, this little satchel thing.
All right, wait a minute. I got to get the link.
She kind of
Wait, let me get the link. I didn't know anybody wanted to come up. I didn't see anything in chat. Sorry. Let me get the link. I asked my husband to come out and join me for a little bit, but he's not really a YouTuber, into YouTube. He likes Chico's channel, and he watches Chico sometimes. He likes Chico's channel. He likes how real she is, you know. Um, he has respect for Chico, and he's watched a couple of Savages, and he's listened to a couple of Queens, but not without me. You know what I mean? He's just not. He don't care about doing YouTube. Yes, but I'm sure Katie and Bower Songs have them all, so it's a waste of time. Yeah. Betty thinks that she's telling everybody. She's trying to convince everybody that the DA is going to sit down and review her entire channel. And because of all the good work she did, there's enough for them to arrest Katie and Chris. Case solved. And then she wants them arrested and charged with perjury for lying to get the protection orders. She can't think people are this. Oh, yes, she does. She does. And sadly, I'm going to show you. I rarely go over a chat when I'm doing a video, but you know what? I need to start doing that because you're going to see the people that actually believe what she's saying and 100% support her. And guess who was in that chat supporting her? Hey, Sapien. Tony and Seth. In fact, she got a $49.99 super chat for the 5th time, and it says Tony's 5th super chat to that channel. Letting her know that Tony and Seth 100% support her. I have a screenshot of it. In case she decides to delete it, I have a screenshot of it. Where's Voices? She was walking her doggy. Where'd she go? She'll come up. Voices, where are you? Hey, SS.
It just slips right in, that you can carry her because she's.
Oh.
I noticed that with her, watching her, being around her, right? So I'm glad that she's, by herself. And I told my mom, I thought she, it's got a little, and clean freak. She still does what she did when I get my drift. She loved it. I think baby poopy up in it, and she's just vacuuming. She thinks she get her out. Oh, she loves it. Like the little, but she did apparently. Delilah, when we have puppy, we were doing it wrong. Sent in Fayetteville, Tennessee. If you need me, just let me know. Oh, great. Well, we're gonna meet you out there on February 26th.
Sheila, you should come up.
I got use for you.
I'm already
Betty, your ads are killer.
It feels like a buzz. Like it's hard to explain.
I don't know. You're lucky. You get a lot of ads, I guess.
Good to see you. Hanging tough, lady. Yeah, it's been, like I said, I've had an eventful day today. Sweet Jones gifted 1 Bullhorn Betty membership. If you received your Bullhorn Betty membership, don't forget to tell her thank you. Oh, I know who got it.
Do you all know that she has levels to her memberships that go up above $25 a month? That's insane. Nope. To clarify, under the orders with the Queen Bee countersuit, she is not supposed to be deleting videos. Correct.
True crime addict. Welcome to the crazy family. My love, stick together on this one because they could be the next one, in my opinion. Absolutely. But you know what? To be honest with you, the only people this is affecting. You remember, one of the reasons why.
From what I understand, there's even a higher tier. Yeah.
It's on the ground, right? That's why they target us, is because they're sitting at home with their thumb up their ass, and we're out here working really hard, and spending real money.
No one's targeting you because you're working really hard. You're working really hard at causing chaos in this case. Yes, absolutely. I will give you that hands down. You're not spending a ton of money. In fact, you don't spend a penny. Your subs spend whatever is spent. You get to take vacations all over the place. Well, you primarily, though, do stick to Tennessee for some reason. And now you want them to pay for you to live in Idaho for 6 weeks. But, you could pick, at least some resorty kind of towns. But then you use that money to do your Trump rallies, which nobody would care, Betty, if you were honest about it. But you're not. You lie and you grift off these cases so you can go to your Trump rallies. Because you don't have the balls to tell the truth.
To find answers to this stuff, right? So, for the most of them, they would.
Yeah, she's trying. Hey, Kat.
They can just sit at home.
Did you notice that too? Yeah.
Everybody just be the same.
Hey,
I
Corinne.
can sit home and do absolutely nothing.
Hey,
Act like I
Marlene.
care about these cases, but not really show I care about these cases, right? So it's, one of the reasons why we've been attacked so much on this platform is because we are boots on the ground. We go out there. People walk up to us and tell us information. We knew what happened in Leilani's. Dolly and I literally found out just about.
You knew shit about Leilani's case. Number one, Betty, you were 3 months late to that case too. You didn't start on that case till other people started talking about it. You wouldn't touch it. And you let it go because you thought you could turn it into a cash cow and it didn't work for you. But you and Olivia were wrong. Everything you said about the marble slab and Layla, you were wrong. And you still won't admit it. And you weren't right in Quentin Simon's case either, Betty. You went down there to cause chaos and a circus. That's it. To grift. Because if you would have gave 2 shits about anybody, you wouldn't have carried on like a wild banshee.
Everything we needed to know related to Leilani's case within 24 hours of us being boots on the ground.
You did not.
Everybody's like, "Oh, she probably just fell asleep."
Hey ho.
For this, and it's like, no, that's absolutely not what happened to that boy.
Okay, she's full of shit. It wasn't. You got to echo, Hope.
Do I?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go turn your volume down. Let me see if I can turn you down here.
Hold on.
I don't know if StreamYards has. Oh, I can edit mic settings. Okay.
Let me know if it gets better.
Why won't it let me turn them? No, I don't want it to automatically adjust because automatically keeps it loud. All right, now talk.
Any better?
Oh, yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Cool.
KCG, is this you, babes? Because I don't have my screen up. Let me get her.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, it's me.
I wanted to check and make sure because all I have is my Christmas thing, but I'll put it up. Hello, ladies.
Hey. How's it going?
I'm coming in late.
I just got started.
How you doing, KCG?
I have not been online all day.
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't even.
Well, you haven't missed much.
I watched Betty. That was it. At the end of the day.
All I know is Nonsense has been on for like 6 hours or something.
Yeah, it's a long one over there, man.
Well, I'll have to catch up and watch it. I'm sure it was a good one.
They keep getting derailed.
I'm gonna have to catch up on it. And I'm sure it was a good one.
Well, yeah, there's 3 of them. It's Nonsense, Chico, and Duchess, and did they play a little bit and then get totally derailed on stuff? So.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
I want to get into this. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm here. I just want to say that I'm watching these mods do such an awesome job.
Yes, we got some good mods. I will definitely have to catch up on Nonsense stream. But let's get into this.
We knew that within 24 hours of us putting our boots on that ground.
Whoever's, can you mute your mic while you're putzing? We can hear everything.
Who are you talking to, me?
I don't know. Whoever's doing whatever they're doing. Everything, every sound comes out. Is that you, Hope? Okay, now it's gone.
Sorry, yeah, I think that was me.
Yeah, just mute whenever you're doing that. That's all. That way, it doesn't blow out people's earbuds, which I have to learn myself to do better with. Because I forget about earbuds and how they pick up everything.
Summer Wells, we all have our opinions. We can at this point, I think what Tennessee does now, this is just my opinion for anybody out there, which I say, do your own damn research, bring your own damn opinion, right? But I think it's because they never found her body. And I don't see Tennessee really, every case that I review in Tennessee, I haven't found a nobody case where their prosecutors had to build a case off of circumstantial evidence. So it doesn't seem like they have the palate for that or the...
Betty, you don't have a clue. You don't live in Tennessee. You don't give 2 shits about any other case in Tennessee. What about all the other kids that are missing in Tennessee, Betty? How come you don't talk about them? There's 43 last time, right? Who was
even
that?
Florida, like right in her backyard.
Uh-huh.
That's the one I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Because she can't pull the shit here she does everywhere else. And they don't bring her money.
Is it possible for her to bring her conceal and carry from Florida to Tennessee? Does that transfer from place to place?
No, but there are states that won't, that it's open carry and you don't require a license. My husband used to do, and his parents used to do fast draw, quick draw contests all over the place. So they always had to travel with weapons, and it wasn't easy. But yeah, you can do it. I mean, there's states that.
Do you think that, like, if there was ever anybody that was mentally lax too far gone to actually have a CCW, that she'd be that person?
I'm not an expert. I can't. I know if these orders, with a protection order, you're not allowed to have. You can't keep your weapon. Hey, Glow. Hey, Colleen. Let's get back into it.
You know, the ability to do that, either with their laws, their current laws in the book, and I have to think a lot of their laws are similar from state to state with a few nuances, you know? And if that's the case, they need to start looking into these other states that are successful in their no-body cases, you know? Forensic technology this day and age can really seal the fate for a lot of these people, you know? Whenever you don't know what happened, you follow those digital footprints. Those have been.
And you don't think law enforcement already knows that, Betty?
Amazing. And that's where a lot of people get their circumstantial cases.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look at Brian Koberger, right? Brian Koberger, without that speck of DNA, he would have been a circumstantial case.
Yeah, I know. I don't know who that is. Who's Wait a minute. Somebody's real
over common pieces of career advice that job seekers get.
Somebody's real staticky and thumpy. Oh, Hope, you jumped down last time? Okay, let me remove that one. Let me add that one. You jumping up, voices? Are you there? Hope? Hope. Okay, now we got two Hopes. Are you there? KCG, you jumped down? Hope, you're not connecting. You might have to go out and come back in. I don't know which one is you. Hello? Jump down and come back, Hope. Okay. Hey, Canadian. You're in bed. Likely excuse. Okay, let's see if Hope's going to come back. Is this you, Hope? You there? No. I can't even unmute her mic. Okay, she's going to have to come back. All right, I'm going to get back into the video and then I'll come back and check for Hope.
And we don't know what is going on, but I can tell you that when I'm there, there is a sense that there is something in that community where they know that there's something is off with Chris and Katie, period.
Those digital footprints followed Sebastian and then just stopped. So they're spoofing up the house at least. And she's never going to admit that.
They know something's off. The neighbors know something off. The people in the community know something's off.
But no, they don't. No, they don't. How do you know what the neighbors and the people in the community know? Oh, that's right. You believe Miss Bobby.
They're becoming the laughing stock of their community. They're the laughing stock of YouTube, you know? And now we know beyond a shadow of a doubt they have no earthly idea lying under oath. intentionally and willfully lying under oath.
Let me see.
Both
Okay.
parties, the Bowersox and the Proudfoots.
You there, Hope?
The news called KP for a
Let me
response.
see. Okay, I got 2 of you back here. Hope. Hope. I don't know. There's no sound, babes. You're muted, I think.
And no response from KP. Yeah, because once again, she thought she was going to do dirty under the, they don't want attention on them.
Dirty.
And not only did they not just put a bright shining light.
Okay. Oh, that's a good pause. Betty, how is she doing dirty? Again, when did she do dirty in the first place? And how is she doing dirty again? I really want to know. Are you going to tell us?
Back on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
On a worldwide case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not going to get attention of everybody,
Mm.
right? So they're wanting this to die down, but they do stupid crap like this, like lying under oath and stuff like that, and stir the crap back up for them. And then
Okay. Where's your proof that they lied under oath? And if they wanted this to die down, don't you think this would be the last thing they'd do? You think maybe they did this because you gave them no choice? You pushed them to the brink of no return? Don't think you had a hand in this at all? Yikes. But we're going to speed you up because you're slow and I got a headache. And I also want to look at someone else tonight besides you. So we are going to speed you up, my dear.
they want to go silent and say everybody's picking on them. Well, you're missing a kid if you've forgotten. It's not about Bullhorn Betty. It really is about Sebastian Roberts.
You there?
I think these parents
I don't know if you're there.
I think after February 26th, it was like,
None of
okay,
them are working, Hope.
Let's get back to life. That's not how it works in the real world. I don't know what deluded fantasy world they're on, but there's a lot of people looking for this boy, and they're not going to stop. And there's a lot of people looking directly at Chris and Katie Proudfoot, and they're not going to stop. Okay?
They are.
I have my opinions, and I'm going down where my information leads me is exactly what I'm doing.
Oh.
And I am lawfully able to do so. If they don't like it, that's not my problem.
No, you're not. No, you're not. What you're not allowed to do is threaten, harass, stalk, and have other people follow and stalk this family around taking pictures. You are not an investigator. You do not have the right to print up pictures of this man and go around into businesses and tell them that he murdered his stepson. That's what you don't have the right to do, Betty. You do not have the right to violate their First Amendment rights, Betty. And you were trespassing. There's video proof of you on the Proudfoot's property putting up a flyer. Because you think you know the laws and know ordinances in a place you don't even freaking live. You don't know them where you do live. But I can't, man. The stupidity.
But then lying under oath is. But I'm glad to know that now we absolutely 100% know the district attorney is looking at the Bullhorn Betty channel. And I have to think that we've covered quite a bit on this channel.
The district attorney is looking at the Bullhorn Betty channel. Hey, Clemson girl, good to see you. I doubt that. And Betty, hope the district attorney doesn't. Because if they have to sit and go through your 8 or 9 lives every day, attacking, harassing, and threatening the Bowersox and the Proudfoots, you might be in bigger shit than you think.
much like everybody else. And I'm sure it's not going to be much different information. As a matter of fact, I think law enforcement has a lot more information than obviously we do.
No shit.
But we kind of
I put it down. I know there's someone that it bothers. The news story did mention that the DA is investigating her. The DA is not going to sit down and watch 150 hours of videos of Betty's. They don't need to go to that extreme. It's pretty easy to find enough what you need without that. Though they should. I hope they are investigating her. She may, yeah, I played that the news conference on my live yesterday. Yeah, looking at them because of the harassment. That's going to be in every video. That's going to be in every video. Oh, what happened to that message? Where'd it go? It went the other way. Okay, Hope, I'm going to check and see if you're back again. Are you back now? You back? Oh. Hello. Are you there? Okay. I don't know what's going on. I think she's on. Well, I'll leave you there and we'll go back to the video. Hope, if you're muted, you're up.
exactly 8 years.
Hey, Canadian nanny.
He's gone. And literally on the 5-month anniversary of her child gone, she decides to file a false report. The 26th seems a little significant to this woman for some reason. Does anybody know why? If you know why, please reach out to bullhornbetty@gmail.com. I should be careful about saying that, right? I might put them in fear for their life. Holy shit. Important message in Gmail. I'll read it. Hey, Cheeky Chops. It's
She really thinks that she's done nothing wrong. She really thinks that. But I tell you what, Betty's worried. Betty's worried.
Codependent. Yep, she is codependent. She just loves her mommy. I talk to her every day. I get to see her beautiful face. It's nice to see you, Cheeky Chops. Alan G, good evening, everyone. Hello. He said,
let's look at some of the chat.
The world's first titanium nonstick pan. It's gonna blow your hair back. I'm Mike Pagale, 3 Michelin chef.
Okay, we're gonna
he said
play.
What on whose channel? I don't. And be careful putting people's full.
Okay. Yes, exactly. Those are some small ass odds of him going missing 8 years to the day. Oh my God. I support. And here's Tony Mathis's super chat right here. It says, Tony Mathis, $49.99. Seth and I support you, Team Sebastian. Tony's 5th super chat on this live stream. Or on a live stream. Not the 5th one tonight, but on our live stream. Yeah. Isn't that something? Now, why won't it go away? Okay. Yeah. And this chat is just unbelievable. But wait, it's going to keep going. Oh, yeah, Betty's nervous. Betty knows. Betty knows she went too far. But still, in the back of her mind, she knows that. But Betty is so distorted that her reality is so far off.
She's whale. So if you want to talk about that lady, you can call her a whale. And we'll know who you're talking about. Okay? You don't need to call her by name in my chat. Okay? Because we don't really I know you didn't mean to. But we just don't plug hate channels and channels that protect bad guys on this platform. Our platform's much bigger. So we don't want to give them any credit. You know what I'm saying? They don't deserve it. Trump 2064.
Your platform is not much bigger, Betty. You have gotten a lot of subs because of this. A lot of them are hate watchers. And oh, Betty, you got so many haters on TikTok. My God, they are going for you hard over there. Hard. I mean, there's videos popping out nonstop about how bad Betty is over there. Hey, Stevie. I'm going to start showing some of them. Betty got a lot of channels over there on TikTok making videos about how bad she is. So I'm going to start clipping and showing some of them because there's a lot. It's unbelievable. It's, they have nothing. She's got more haters on TikTok. StreamYard keeps booting you. Oh, I'm sorry, Hope. Maybe we'll get it to work. Let's try it again.
That was good. That was good. It was nice.
Shut everything off,
Hope.
Hope.
Nice seeing him. The arenas are
and
hard.
Go back
man.
out and come back
They're
in.
really hard. They're hard to strategize.
Yeah. You there?
This was a difficult one. We had to call it. We had to call in. We had to get in the expedited line, get our bands. We had to do some maneuvering. These arenas, man. These arenas are tough. We didn't get in the front row in the arena. We did not get in the front row. But in all fairness, we were in the first row available to the general public.
Yeah. And you still call yourself a front row Jeff. No one cares.
We're in the first row to the general
Because you lie to your audience. Tell them the truth. Tell them that's why you're grifting off these kids and their stories and these families. So you can go to your rallies, not so you can work these cases. Because you don't have a job. Yeah, let me get one, Hope.
We're not in the first row, but we were in the first row. And he even said something. He's like, "Why are you guys not in the front row? We tried. The arena sucked, Trump. That's why. It's hard. We have to strategize. We have to strategize. We're not used to the arenas. We're used to, huge fields. We got a good strategy. We pull in days in advance just to get our plan together on our strategy on how we're getting our butts from the back of this area over here to the very front of that line. Okay. And trust me, sometimes it's not easy. It's not easy. But we did get some help. Thank God the expedite gods were alive in this one, so we were able to get some expedited bands, which helped us. It just helped us a little bit. But it was tough. But we got as close as we could get in an arena. Okay, I think we've gotten closer in other arenas, but this one was all weird because they screwed everything. Well, I shouldn't say that. We got there, several days in advance, and then we have to.
So now they should be called the third row Joes.
Until the line is up, right?
She's talking about how they go to these rallies a day or two early. And they literally stay in these parking lots in their cars for a day or two before the rally, just so they can be the first ones to grab just everyday Joe's seats on the floor. Yeah, they want to be in the very first row. It's insane.
And once, you know what? I didn't see this. Hold on. I missed over. Oh, Tony, I didn't even see you there. I just happened to see a peek. And I'm like, wait a minute. Did I gloss over him? Maybe I haven't gotten down to you yet. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I really like these bras. I have 4 of them now. I normally wear a 34 double D.
So we get there, we in this we call it Disney, right? It's the serpentine, right? We call it Disney. And so it hadn't been set up yet. And we're sitting there. We're like, well, we can just put our stuff up there. And they're like, no. Okay. So then we go ahead and what was it? So we talk to them. They tell us where the front of the line will be before they start setting it up. So we go and I come back here and then I meet them for lunch, and then we go back and we find out that it all is set up. And then we already see some people standing in line, or not standing in line, but they were out by the road, and we're like, okay, well, they're not in the line. So, we just went.
Can you guys hear me now? No, the sound cut out. I wasn't muted. All right. Thank you guys. Sorry. No, wasn't muted. I don't know what's going on. It wouldn't let Hope up either. StreamYard's acting wanky. Um, a group of people that really don't have a lot of money, and they stay in their cars for days for these Trump rallies. Days. No showers. Anyway. And a lot of them are, Betty's age and older. They gotta be kidding me, right? Yeah. They always are, Brittany. They always are. But we need to get together and do that live you wanted to do.
Straight up to the line and put our stuff where we were told the general admission line was. The problem was we needed to be in the expedited line. So that's where all the hinky stuff came in. So long story short, we ended up getting to the front of the line for general, because they had 2 rows of reserves. And so we saw, no, I shouldn't say reserve. So we had reserve seating up here, then we had VIP, and then we had the first row of general admission. And so the first row of general admission, we're dead center in the stage, but we're not VIP. I mean, they have gold bands. I get one of these. Well, I get a green band or an expedited band. I got an expedited band around here somewhere.
So you're not a top money contributor, Betty. That's why you don't get nothing but the green everyday Joe band.
There's my expedited. And they already got the expedited ones with Trump.
Yeah, she never does, Brittany.
And this one only has Trump on it. They must have ordered a lot of green bands, because these are usually the general admission bands that they use in general admission. But I'm pretty sure they probably used that earlier.
Well, who cares?
The day was great. The only thing I didn't like is
why don't you tell your audience the truth, that there wasn't another case for you to stay on, because that's not your job. You wanted to stay to continue going to the rallies, Betty. Just tell them the truth.
Eat is hot dogs. You guys know anything about me? That's like my least favorite.
Yeah, she's just a general admission, Joe. Yep, you're right. That's good.
Anyways, I figured I'd come on here for a little bit, just say hi to everybody. Let stupid distractions distract us away, because obviously we're shaking some trees. If they're acting this way toward me and nobody else, I mean, like Terry Lynn's out there searching for the kid every single day.
Terry Lynn's also not harassing, threatening, and stalking them. She's not encouraging people and having people print up pictures and go show them around. She's not having people follow them around and take pictures of them and of his child. You have no right to be taking pictures of anybody's child. She's also not printing up Chris's picture and going around into businesses telling them, have you seen him? He murmured his stepson. She also wasn't following Mr. Bowersox, jumped out of her car and acted like a wild banshee and verbally assaulted the man. There's that.
And I'm looking into this from a different angle. Like I was out in Mississippi, hitting up the stores, showing them Sebastian's flyer, asking if they had seen either one of the parents,
And this is me in my 60s.
Another ad.
How? I just started
having them, talk to their loss prevention people to go back in their footage if they see either one of the people, the people that I think they need to focus on.
Hey,
but,
BB.
At the end of the day, those are the people that have stayed in that area. So I'm just looking for them between the 26th through the.
Oh, where the agent was so nice, the Secret Service agent who she knows from the inside, and helped her. Yeah. And she dropped everything off in her car and started to go back. Yeah. And then he was so nice and helped her and went back out. We walked her back out. Yeah. Hey, Miss Mississippi, how are you?
Second. So I told them, I know you guys can't share the footage with me, but if you see these people on it, they took pictures and everything.
My baby turned 9 years old today. 9 years old. And we did our thing today with, because we had to go to that bash this morning, and then they ended up being able to play it at the splash pad, which they love. That thing is amazing, and it is so big. But she got her favorite meal, and we had our birthday cake because tomorrow we were supposed to be doing water park day. This weather, it just better not. It better just move on past us and not ruin that day. This is all she wanted for her birthday. And I feel so bad. And a couple of her presents won't be here till tomorrow, so she'll get to open her presents again tomorrow. But I got her clothes because and some toys. And thank you for, she got a real nice shirt and this collection of, it's a unicorn bag and it has unicorn pens and it has every different kind you can need. It's really cool. She loved that. And then she got another really nice shirt and some yogurt covered raisins. And then she got some birthday tips that anybody that put it for her birthday, she gets it. So she's going for ice cream because somebody wanted to provide her for. So we are stopping on our part of our plans tomorrow on our way home, stopping at the big ice cream shop and letting her have fun. But yeah, hey Dory, she's my baby. Damn schools, I got to go finish school supply shopping too. I keep forgetting I need him a headset. I need scissors, and pencil sharpeners and markers. And I know I miss, and the wipes and the box of baggies and the tissues. And I don't think I'm missing anything else. I'm trying to think. Because there's so much on that list. That list is as long as my damn couch. But he's in first grade. Yeah, no, they don't use half that shit. I don't think there is. And Melissa made her a really nice birthday video. And she made me a real sweet one for reaching 3K.
Thing they needed to take. I said, if you see these people on this footage, please
And
reach out
Casey
to
G,
1-800-TBI find.
you
And so they took all the
spoil her.
information. They took pictures of the flyer. They took pictures of the phone number, and they took pictures of the parents. So again, we are going to figure out. Hopefully, this will help. I mean, we don't know what law enforcement has done. I can tell you when we were doing Summer Wells case, with all those boots on the ground that were out in Summer Wells.
Betty, you didn't help the Summer Wells case. You made it a circus, and law enforcement made that clear. You hindered the hell out of that case. You have not helped Sebastian's case, Betty. You've caused chaos. You're still sitting here spreading misinformation and outright lies. And the DA reviewing you is not going to hurt Chris and Katie. It's going to hurt you, dear. You. Remember you were going to do a GoFundMe to buy a new Pew Pew while you were there? Remember swinging that machete around, that new one you just got, saying you'd taken to Tennessee with you? Mm-hmm.
We found that the holler, the mountain on the other side, literally on the other side of Big Hill Road, not one of their residents had ever been questioned by law enforcement before we got our boots on the ground.
Insanity, Mom.
And that was that was 6 months after she.
Yeah, it's last year. It is. So I wanted to make it a little special for her. But I like to make all birthdays special for them. Because, when you get older, birthdays suck. But when you're a kid.
Her Wells went missing.
And she's been so worried about her brother. She's been so worried about her little dude and his eye.
And the stories that these neighbors told us, because they said the mountains, they carry, they can hear over what's going on this mountain over on their mountain. They absolutely can. They talked about the fights that Don and Candace would get into. They could hear, sound travels. I don't know how, but it has something to do with the mountains and
You
all
okay,
that stuff,
buddy?
you know. But either way,
You may hear
you know, it's
that there's
crazy,
a sound,
but they heard, you know.
but you're not going to hear from that far away exactly what was said. So I call bullshit on that. But okay, Betty.
So I keep wondering, is there places, because this is Mississippi, this is the state that TBI would have literally no jurisdiction over. Would there be cooperation from law enforcement to law enforcement? Yeah. But would they thought to even look into that cooperation? You would think that they would, especially if Chris's camper was here. But you know what? I'm starting to agree, you know, in part with a few of the people that have been emailing me. And they believe that Chris was staying at a completely different RV park. And he actually, because he had to go back and get his RV within that, you know, whatever few days or whatnot. But people believe that Chris was at a different RV park than the Yogi Bear campground the night that Sebastian.
Don't start running with those rumors, Betty. You know they're gossip and rumors, and you're more than happy to spread it. And you've been mentioning other RV parks, and you're wrong. You're wrong, and you know it. Shut up.
Disappeared. Has anybody heard that? Does anybody know that?
Oh.
And if
it's not the first time Betty's talked about this. She has been little by little. Hey, Jessica, little by little putting this rumor out there.
That's what I needed to do. Why is it not letting me go? Hold on a second. I forgot to even grab that. Yes, Misty, I will drop that. I'm so sorry. I forgot all about that. I remember something going on with your mom, but I forgot what we had to. Sorry about that. Yes, I'm sorry. I dropped the ball on you, Steve, but I did. I forgot all about that. I'm so sorry. So, and you can also post it on Bullhorn Betty Facebook as well, just to let you know. You're more than welcome to post that on there. I'll approve it. I heard that in the beginning. Rosebud said, "Who gifted 5 memberships? Did I miss somebody?" Oh, IK Free. Thank you, my love. Okay, so everybody's been hearing that in the beginning. When did that change? No, it's not. It's actually, if you were watched from the beginning, which clearly you didn't.
This is bullshit. This is not the first time Betty's tried to run with this. It didn't take off the other times that she's mentioned it. So she's trying to make it go now because Betty's out of content with this story. Because there's nothing. So she's going to make things up, which she's always done. But he was we know where Chris and Katie's camper was, as well as law enforcement.
And the whole shirt was explained, like in detail. It's a shirt Sonia made for me that says, "I love Jesus. But I cuss a little." What do you mean? Why do you care if it's a Trump shirt?
We know you've got a lot of stuff going on, but just give us 30 seconds.
I literally streamed from the Trump venue, Scooter. So if my politics offend you in any way, there's no need to be here. Just saying. There's no need to be here, Scooter. So if my politics offend you in any way,
that's our Scooter McBooter.
There's no need to be here. Just saying.
Hey, Linda.
Lisa B. Always, I think CP was staying with family on weekends in February. Interesting. Well, we definitely know that there was something going on in this household. We've heard from friends of friends that described Sebastian Rogers as not being himself, leading up to his disappearance. They say that he's usually very talkative.
Yeah. Guys, listen. We've heard from friends of friends of friends about Sebastian. Though they didn't know him. They never met him. They didn't talk to him. But they're friends of a friend did. So we're going to spread this gossip.
Inquire about what were their conversations, and they said mostly games. A lot of his conversations with people were about games. Maybe that's what helped him, break the ice with talking to new people, was if they had a common interest in games. So it sounds like that. So it did sound like Sebastian was under stresses. It sounds like there was things going on inside that home. We definitely heard from multiple neighbors that Chris and Katie's arguments spilled out into the public eye in their community.
Oh, she's lying. Hey, Gray Pearl.
It sounds like around every 6 months. They've only been in the house for like a year and a half. A couple of those neighbors heard him telling her it's her son or him.
Yeah, big time,
And
Hope.
he storms off.
I don't know what's going on.
Now we know that he didn't come back.
No, I'm not muted. Hey, I'm Greg. I'm not muted.
He didn't come home. I heard.
Damn it. I'm not muted. Can y'all hear me now? Yeah, my thing's moving. Okay, nope, I wasn't muted. I haven't touched the mute button. I don't know what's going on with StreamYards. It's being wanky.
From Silver about a different campground. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'd like to explore that. We need to know what campground, because if he did the switcheroo, that might be key. You know, people.
Okay, Betty, stop. You have been trying for a couple weeks now to get this new rumor to take off, and until tonight it hasn't. You know he wasn't in any other campground. Stop it. Stop lying to everybody. Stop encouraging this crap. But you know, you want all this stuff done, but what you fail to realize is there been no crime committed. There's no evidence of foul play. There's no evidence the parents did anything. There's those big hurdles, Betty.
Or around Yogi Bear, and it really needs to be around the
Hey,
other
Mimi's
campground.
homestead.
Why would he make this sudden move? You know, I'm sorry, but Nick Bears can have his opinion that, you know, they may be very fully cooperative, but I'm sorry, they've lied through their teeth and they're willing to lie to law enforcement.
They haven't lied through their teeth. Show us any place where they've lied. Where's all these lies? They've lied through their teeth. Where? When? Show it, Betty. They're not lying about you harassing them. You've done that for months.
They're willing to lie under oath, in my opinion, because they're lying about me. So we all know, we've all seen what they are doing and what they are capable of doing. We've all heard Nina's.
Yeah, everybody, hit that like, please. Please hit that like so we can get this video in that there algorithm. And if you're not subbed up, sub on up. Hey, we got Poolside memberships. You can be a Poolside misfit. And we are the misfits of the YouTube streets. And the best.
Thank you so much to the Farmer's Dog for
Oh,
sponsoring
Betty, you
today's
get
video.
ads. I
As
don't
you saw,
get
our
ads
food is
like
delivered
this.
straight to our doorstep. So
interview, we have a good handle on who the Bower Sox and the Proudfoots are, and they seem to
You don't.
Okay, they seem like they.
No, you don't. You've never spoke to either of them. I don't know the Bower Sox to have been on any panel anywhere. Chris and Katie have done limited. No, you don't know them. You don't know anything about them.
They try to bully people into submission, and when
Who's tried to bully people? Are you self-reflecting again, Betty? Because you just keep totally describing yourself. You are a bully, and you do try to bully. And you have tried to bully the Proudfoots and the Bower Sox, Betty. You really have. Not to mention other people.
that doesn't work, they try to do underhanded court crap. It sounds like that's what they did in Nina's case. That's what they're doing here with me.
Exactly, Ange.
They're gonna stew in their own mess over this. So I'm not even really too worried about it, but I'm not going to be a victim of their criminal activity. I'm just not.
Good point, Ange,
And
about the other campground. Yeah.
Okay.
She's already been there and stalked the one that he really is at, where the trailer's at. Yeah. Let her go bother someone else.
All 3 people that I know of right now in that family have recently committed at least Class A misdemeanors. Just saying. If she is trying to claim defamation, she's going to have to.
You know that, Betty. Because you have harassed them. That's not a lie. You have followed Mr. Bowersocks. That's not a lie. You verbally assaulted that man. That's not a lie. You have threatened all of them. That's not a lie. You've asked people to take pictures of them and follow them around. That's not a lie. You printed up pictures and taken them into businesses, accusing Chris of a heinous crime that has not been committed. So you tell me how they're lying. Because what's been claimed is exactly what you've done. The only liar is you. That's why you're an all-star tonight. Probably the only time you'll be an all-star, Betty. Sadly, it's because you're a liar.
Prove what you've said isn't true, which could bite her in the butt and expose more truth. Yeah, but you can't go a criminal route for a defamation lawsuit. They can clearly get an attorney and sue me in Florida.
I don't know, Cricket Day. I've been covering Betty for about a year and a half. I can't tell anybody else what to do with their stuff, but I've been covering Betty for about a year and a half.
Defame them so much so, more so than anybody else on this platform. But I think they've been their own worst enemy since the beginning of this case. Okay, so nobody has anybody to blame but themselves. Okay, I didn't.
But I also don't just cover Betty. I cover any of the locales, the tragedy pimps / crime tourists, trauma vultures, whatever you choose to call them, and then I show other stories too. It just depends. But Betty is just on it, and she's not stopping anytime soon. Yeah.
To disappear a kid. Okay. So I don't know. Their kid is missing. They haven't been looking for him. They've never looked for him. And the lady ran away from home. Okay. I'm allowed to have any damn opinion I want on that.
You're a liar. And you're outright lying to your audience. I'm going to read something to everybody about what went on. She's saying they never looked for him. That's why Sebastian's picture is up in, all of the Walmart stores. Who do you think did that? They paid for numerous billboards. They have put up flyers. Chris has made signs and put signs up. There's that. Jesus. Oh, wait, you're still alive. Holy shit. Okay. You seem to left out the fact that along with Duchess, the Proudfoots have funded several billboards for over 2 months. You seem to left out the fact that along. Okay, and then it's you failed Betty to realize that, Seth did a GoFundMe 3 days after his son went missing. 3 days. There's a lot you don't say about what the Proudfoots are doing. Not to mention they are communicating. I'm not even going to read that whole post. It's a long post. But it just says that they did, with the billboards and, they've done flyers. Chris has made signs because he was putting up signs that he made. You lying assholes were telling people he was taking them down when in fact he was putting them up. And when they do things you don't know about because, see, they're not out here jumping on panel, grifting money, and they don't need patted on the back for the things they're doing to find their son. And it's none of your business what they're doing. Because at the end of the day, you're not relevant in the case, Betty. You're nothing but a loudmouth YouTuber. That's it.
Okay? And at the end of the day,
hey, Infamous.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This child was absolutely 100%
Exactly.
dependent upon
Everything she's saying is exactly everything she's done. Yep.
on them, didn't have really a whole lot of outside influences. They kept them under lock and key because Chris is so damn controlling over every damn thing. You guys can see who the puppet master is.
None of this is true. He was not kept under lock and key because Chris is so controlling. He was at his father's and he had total freedom there.
Right there with him. Okay, don't put anything past Katie. Katie's not this innocent
Lord.
little, right? She's not. That lady looks down on law
You don't
enforcement when she has
know Katie. You've never met her. You've never spoke to her. You don't know anything about this woman.
to go into law enforcement's office. She thinks she's above the law.
Mm.
That's exactly what Katie Proudfoot thinks. She thinks
Self-reflecting and projecting yourself onto Katie, Betty, because that's exactly you. That is exactly you to a T.
she's absolutely 100% above the law, and the law does not apply to her.
That's exactly how you are. That's you. Spot on.
When I tell you that my little reproductive nerd brain is obsessed, I am not kidding. Unlike traditional ovulation.
Thank you. We stand strong. Absolutely, we do. And you know what? At the end of the day, they're not going to shut me up. I have a constitutional right. I have absolute right, period.
No.
I have rights to.
You do not have the right to threaten, harass, and stalk anybody. Your constitutional rights does not give you the right to do any of that. It does not give you the right to break the law, Betty.
To film her house on public property.
No, you do not have the right to film someone's private residence and put it all over the internet. You are not media nor law enforcement. You're just a big mouth YouTuber with a bullhorn.
She can do about it. She can't say squat. She's got her own video camera and video footage. She can proffer right to that court to show him how many times I went by that lady's house. I guarantee it. She ain't going to have it. The lady lied.
She didn't. And there's plenty of footage to prove it. All over YouTube, Betty.
The lady lied. And she's going to promote. I have a funny feeling. Everybody keeps calling this courthouse corrupt. And maybe they do some underhanded stuff. I don't know. But, the law is clear on its face. And
She's been, since this all started, she's been laying the groundwork so she can say, if they're granted permit, if they are granted on the 8th, no longer just emergency, then she can blame it on the corrupt courthouse. She's been saying this all along so she could blame it on the corrupt cops and the courthouse.
You can't even get this damn DA's office to arrest them, okay? To arrest them with this circumstantial shit. And they have less than that because I've done nothing wrong. Do you honestly think that she's going to get a protective order? I mean, I want people to use some common sense.
She's already got an emergency one. And I've read the grounds required for a protection order, and they will have no problem meeting those grounds, Betty. You've seen fit. You've made sure they would have no problem getting one. At least they shouldn't, especially the Bower Sox. Because, Betty, I believe you'd have tried to smack that man if he'd have tried to move. You have gone too far. You think because you got, for the first time in your life, all this attention that you've so thrived to get, and you got a parent sitting there co-signing and supporting all this crap. You've gone too far. And I really hope and pray the court sees that and there's consequences for your behavior and your actions. And you may even be violating the temporary order right now, Betty. I don't know.
If she does, I will be very shocked. Because at the end of the day, her stuff has to come up to legal. It's got to be legally scrutinized, and she's not going to. The elements that she must prove have not been proven. Okay, at all. Period. I never heard Seth say that Timu. What did Timu say? Seth said Sebastian kept a. That is absolutely untrue. Where did you hear that? Seth has never said that. Okay, Sandy, I haven't checked Gmail. Actually, it was really crazy because I'm a little sore right now because I ran back and forth to my car so many times. I was a half a mile down the road. It felt like it was 100 degrees out there. Good gracious. But, this is my first rally after President Trump was almost assassinated, and.
How much life insurance can I get without a medical exam? How does up to 150?
I was running out of juice, so I turned my phone off for a while because they told me I couldn't bring my battery in. And so I was talking to one of the members of Trump's team, and they said, "Oh no, you can bring the battery."
Listen to her. She was talking to the Secret Service. The members of Trump's team. She don't get nowhere close to them people.
Oh, then I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, I'll make it. And the longer we
Betty,
waited, I kept.
You're not even a top contributor. They don't. You're not acknowledged. You're just a loudmouth that sits in the front row that acts like a starstruck teenager. But you're not a top financial contributor. And I don't believe you get anywhere near the president or ex-president, whatever you want to call him, or his immediate bodyguards, the Secret Service, Betty.
I don't know if it was the heat draining the phone or what, but the phone was draining. And so I'm like, the phone's not going to make it. The phone's not going to make it. And I just looked at him. I'm like, how? I said, what is does Trump think? Like, how are our batteries? He's like, what are you talking about? I said, they told me I couldn't take my plastic little grocery bag in or my my battery. And he's like, you can bring that in. I'm like, I can. He's like, yeah. I'm like, can I go back to my car, please?
She doesn't say anything about the missing kids. Betty lies to her audience using these missing kids or murdered children and their families to grift, to fund her trips to these rallies. That's what it's all about. It is nothing but a grift for her to be able to go to these rallies. She is a lying piece of shit. Yeah, Betty is draining.
We're in the line. There's thousands of people behind us. They're going to have to let me out of the gate and let me back through the back gate, the back side of the gate to get back in my place in line. And so I'm like, there's Secret Service, man. I'm telling you, they told me I had 10 minutes. Well, no, this is the first time when I had to get it there. They looked like they were opening the lines, and they're like, we're opening the lines. And then I'm like, oh. And he told me I couldn't have all this stuff. So I literally ran all the way back to my car. I literally cleared like a half a mile. Like I ran with all this heavy stuff in my hand. And then I found out I didn't need to do that. And so I walked back and retrieved it, but it was a little later. When I got back there from the first time, when I dropped it off, I was heaving it up. I'm looking at one of the Secret Service officers, and I'm like, is this what your training is like? I should be.
Oh my gosh, she wasn't talking to no Secret Service guy like that. And they weren't talking to her. She was nobody but somebody waiting in line. They said, we're getting ready to open the lines. That's it. They were saying it to everybody there, not to Betty. Betty didn't get no special attention, only in her little distorted pea brain.
But the second time I walked back,
And then
like, you guys really aren't open at the gates. And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, well, I can have this stuff. Yes, you can have this stuff. I'm going back to the car. Can he walk me back out? And he's like, yeah.
The parking lot attendant.
So I went back to the car and got my battery. I got one battery. I didn't bring the whole mother load. I usually bring 3 batteries in to make sure the whole front row. But we didn't have that many people there. I think we had like 7.
You need all that stuff. See, it's sad, really, because Betty carries all this stuff around that she don't need, and she don't use, and most of it she don't know how to use. But that stuff makes her feel important. It makes her feel like she's something. That's sad when it takes a bunch of material, electronic things that you don't need, don't know how to use, and most likely will never use to make you feel like you're something. What a lonely life.
Particular rally. So it really wasn't.
And that is my opinion. And it is covered under fair use.
We were good. So long story longer, I got my battery. I got my
Oh, who
of
cares?
course, in those arenas, there were administered heated and finally, not to go on at the tangent, but I just thought it was interesting that when I heard that the state attorney of the district attorney is going to be reviewing my channel, I'm just like,
no, Betty, he didn't say he was reviewing your channel. He's looking into you. No one said he was reviewing your channel, Betty. Allegedly, he's looking into you. Sadly, your life is nothing else.
I hope a review. I just want to let you know we have a playlist. Just push play. Just push play. Just push play. We have an overlay if you're interested. You might want to check out the overlay. Okay. You might want to check out my commentary on the lights. The moving of the lights. Might want to you might like that.
Betty, stop it. You think you're funny? You really think you're something? You're a clown. You're a clown. You're a true piece of shit to make the family of a missing child even have to go to these extremes. And I hope and pray that on the 8th, all 3 of those protection orders are continued and you have consequences for what you're doing right now, because you know that you are under 3 POs by those people. You know that. You've been aware. You've made it public from the start. You're so stupid, Miss Law Expert. You can't shut your mouth. Your ego won't allow it. You don't know the law, Betty, like you claim. Your frivolous lawsuit with Queen is a freaking disaster. A freaking disaster. My 9-year-old could do better. You're a clown. You abuse the court system process for your own glutton, selfish ass. You don't care about these kids or the families. It's all about the grift for you. That's it.
And you might like the one that the Liarfoot's one, one of the recent ones. You might want to look at that one too, Mr. DA. They're playing.
Betty, he's not watching your channel to get any tips or information in the case from you, because you have none. You've put out nothing but lies, lies, and lies. You've been debunked by everybody. Even Spanky. Bullhorn Strangler.
They're playing at usually judicial resources that could be going towards Sebastian on this nonsense, trying to shut me up from Florida. It ain't working. Actually, I think it did just the opposite. It just put the
keep running your mouth, Betty, because I would love to see you in silver bracelets.
magnifying glass right back on them, which they didn't want to do. And now it's all over their local news. And now
because you can bet and believe, I truly think, and I could be wrong, but I truly think that when this goes to court on the 8th, the lawyer is going to want part of it is you can't talk about them anymore. You can't mention their name. And they can do that in the protection order. They can do that under the circumstances, with an example of what she's doing right now. Because that's where her harassment and threatening, a lot of it's been done. So she's not going to be able to talk about them, and something tells me she shouldn't be right now, and I'm hoping there's consequences for it. Betty needs these consequences. Hey, B Legend. Hey, Patricia. Yeah, she is manic. Hey, Michelle.
Probably be picked up by national news. Next thing you know, I'm gonna have Nancy Grace on the phone saying, "Hey, girl. Hey, Nancy, how you doing?" Right?
No, you're not.
Proudfoot. She's gonna be like, "Yeah, I know they're stinky, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I tried to get him that polygraph. He wouldn't take it with me. Has he taken it? Do we know if Chris has taken it? Did he take anything? Did he clench his butt cheek? Did he clench his sphincter? Huh? I heard that helps throw the whole testing and stuff off. Clench your sphincter, or accidentally say no and then mean yes and correct it. I heard that throws that stuff off too. So I wonder if he saw it, because it was kind of funny. because it even said when the article I was reading, follow these steps to pass with flying colors. Remember, he said, I passed with flying colors. I just thought it was a little coincidentally. That's all. That's all. I'm just saying. It seemed a little fishy. That's it. It seemed like he read that article. That's all I'm saying.
Who are you trying to act like? You're a clown. You know because Seth has told you. I do believe that. You know, and Seth knows that Chris and Katie took lie detector tests and passed them. Same could be said for Seth. It took him a couple tests to pass one. Same could be said.
Aw.
That's okay. I get it, Infamous.
Oh, thank you, Sonia.
Hey, Mimi.
Thank you, Michelle. One Bullhorn Betty membership. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. Hey, Betty, I'm glad you are about Sebastian and trying your all to help find him. And I'm going to keep trying. My comment got deleted. I posted a comment with my Cash App, and it's not in the chat. Oh, you can't do that. You got to send that over to one of the mods. It won't post any unless you're a mod or me. You can't post a link in the chat. It's not because I set it up that way. That's just how it is. Only mods and the owner of the account put it in chat. So it's not getting deleted. It just won't. Or maybe no. So why is that person in here? Okay, you did hide them. Okay. So that's why, Misty. If you can, you can put it in the Facebook, or you can send it to one of my mods and they can post it for you.
Get
But
that
I would
Cash
post it
App.
for you right now. The only way I can go get it is if I come off the pause this
Got to get that Cash App in there and get some more Cash Apps coming in.
whole live and go get it and come back. So that's why I was saying that we're probably. I'm sorry about that, because that's why I always say I
Hey,
send it to my
Danielle.
mods, because that's who posts stuff for me when I'm live. Poor Sebastian had to live around that hate filled. Yes, can you imagine? Can you imagine what that boy had to go through in that household? It is absolutely.
You have no idea, Betty. In fact, there's something I want to read to you. Wait a minute. I'll find it. You forget things, Betty. In this case, I want to remind you of a few things. You are aware that Katie received the RO from Seth in California when getting a divorce, and that there were photos and statements made by others to back Katie up, to support Katie. Did you ever ask Seth why law enforcement visited his home the weekend before Sebastian went missing, when Sebastian was visiting his home? Yeah, and you keep saying that there was a thumbprint on his neck, but that's never been proven either. Maybe you should ask about that. The weekend before he went missing, the police were at Seth's house. Why? Sebastian was there as well. You should be asking these questions, Betty, but you're not, because it doesn't fit your narrative. Doesn't fit your narrative. That's really a shame. Really a shame.
Ludicrous.
As Floridians,
Cup,
we know
cup
that storms
coming,
are a
Betty
part of
coming
life,
soon to you.
and hurricane season is here.
It is
Oh
absolutely
my
ludicrous.
Lord, we cannot
Because
get a bad storm. If this ends up being as bad as what they're saying, oh my God, I can't have no storm damage right now. I cannot have another thing go wrong. I cannot. I need a break.
I haven't even laid eyes on these people. I haven't even had one single conversation with them. And you see the bullshit I got to go through. And their father-in-law stalked me for half an hour and then tried to intimidate me, like they're trying to do with court proceedings right now. I don't get intimidated. All it does is piss me off. All it does is piss me off. Pam, was it called something to do with 7 Mile RV Park? You know what? Why does that ring a bell? Huh. For all the people that don't like me eating in front of you, you might want to turn the channel. Because it's a working dinner.
You don't work.
I think I heard that before, but I don't know. They did this to themselves. They did. And they keep making themselves even look more and more guilty every single time we turn around. Like, just when you don't think these parents can look guiltier as sin than they do, they pull another rabbit out of their butt. I'm telling you. Remember months ago I said the Proudfoots are the gift that keeps on giving because they just don't shut up. They just don't know. They're so adamant to be in control that they can't even control their own behavior when it's not good for them. They have to be. I don't know. They're idiots. That's all I gotta say.
They're idiots.
Every last one of them. And they don't care because maybe they don't have to deal with consequences in Tennessee. It doesn't seem like anybody has any consequences to deal with in Tennessee.
Wow.
None.
And why is that, Betty?
Just think we need to find Sebastian. And of course I did talk to my cousin. You know, my cousin was in the military.
Okay, she's so full of shit here. This story she's getting ready to tell. Number one, I have been following Betty for a long time. She does not have a military family. She does not have a military history. But all of a sudden, she now has a cousin that, of course, was a gun for hire and all this other stuff. It's so fake and bullshit.
Well, I got a lot.
And Betty herself said her family don't even bother with her.
This particular cousin, he was a sniper as well, and
Okay.
He actually had been assigned to other agencies before, rented out or something. I don't know if they do that, but apparently they do. But he's worked with or whatever. I don't know how that goes. You know, I don't know anything about that shit. I wasn't in the military. But anyways, he was telling me about the military and, you know, how they're in the Army, you know, what the Army would do. But when I told him that these were Navy parents, he immediately said,
Hey,
water.
JJ, thanks for coming
The
in.
next thing out of his mouth.
Have a good
was
night.
water. And so.
Okay, I don't want to ruin your name.
I really think we need to be
So,
looking at. I mean, he was gone 17 hours. We don't know where.
How do I say
we don't
your
know
name?
if he had cash on him. We don't know if he rented
And
a boat
Harry?
for cash. We don't know if he was driving. We know he was driving. There's no way that little camper took freaking 10 hours to pack up and get. You know, there's literally
Debbie from
no possible
Detroit's
way.
in the house.
Just
Maury,
that is absolutely
okay.
ludicrous.
Thank you.
To take 17 hours. 17 hours. You know?
Straight bottom shot vodka,
Just
lots of
doesn't
love.
even
Who
sound
drinks
right.
water
It
like
doesn't
that?
sound right.
Betty.
17 hours. So, and not
Drinking
only that,
something in
I
that
can tell
cup.
you, I don't know of any step parent, any good step parent. Let me put it out like that. Any good step parent that would ever leave under any circumstance their wife to deal with a missing child. You know, he'll deal. You know, most people are
Okay,
like me.
number
I'll deal with
one,
that later.
I've never been able to confirm this whole 17-hour theory of hers. I cannot find anywhere where Chris or anybody stated the 17 hours other than, you know, there's crime tourist here. There's trash bag, you know, her little group, mostly her. I don't know.
Right? I'll deal with the camper later.
Oh, no.
And then if anybody calls and
I cannot
harasses,
lose
like,
power
hey,
tonight.
look, boss man, I got a missing kid. Do what you need to do with the trailer. I will deal with it later. You know? Because that was his thing. The boss man wanted him to, right? Oh, IK3, it says, Betty, you said in several previous chats that you would talk directly with the Proudfoots and would not let anyone in your chat to harass or disrespect them. I absolutely did. I've given them public opportunity to come on this channel. I didn't reach out to them.
Why would they come on your channel, Betty? You're not even real. You're not even legit media. You've attacked them coming and going. Why on God's green earth would they come on your channel?
By email or phone or anything else, but I did state on this channel, just like I'm talking right now, that after Seth's interview, that I would show them the same exact respect that I showed Seth Rogers on when I interviewed him. If they want to
the judge can prevent her. It can be part of the order, because I've seen it done in restraining orders. In fact, there's one now on the YouTube streets where they aren't to mention each other. They're not allowed to talk about this person. Yes, and in this case, under these circumstances, I think that would be something that would be considered. Because of the fact of her doing this. And she's done a lot of her harassment and threatening them on her platforms. So, yes, that very much can be. And I even said earlier, I would think that the attorney, and I'm sure they have one, the attorney would be requesting that. At least I know I would be. And I know that it is possible to have it put in the protection order.
Have their side of their story, but they chicken shit. They don't want they refuse to talk to me, right? And I have never pushed them. Okay.
Rapper,
I've never knocked on the door. I never cornered them at a store. I've never
you've
looked
been
at
a member for 2 months. I'm not attacking your girl. We're having some fun. We're just calling out the bullshit. Rapper, your girl's lying. She's lying. You're gonna have to get her in line, Rapper. Better check her. Better get your girl. She gonna end up with some silver bracelets on.
In the parking lot. I did my job. I have a very limited time when I go to Tennessee because at the end of the day, the time I went there, we had to go.
You don't have a job. You went there to stalk and harass the Proudwoods and the Bowersocks. That's exactly what you did. You only went to their neighborhoods, by their homes, to put your damn posters on utility poles that you knew within 24 hours would be taken down so you could cry and blame it on them. You also were caught trespassing onto Chris and Katie's property to put your flyers up, Betty. I've showed the video clip from the neighbor's Ring doorbell. It's you. You also followed and harassed Terry Bowersocks. And then you jumped out your car like a wild banshee and verbally assaulted that man. You manufactured this drama. You lied and said you got pulled over when in fact you waved the officer down. You also set up a call at your hotel saying somebody was stalking you at your hotel when you know that was a damn lie too, Betty. You manufactured all that drama. That's what you're known for, Betty. It's going to bite you in the ass this time.
Layla Santinello's 1 year, milestone of her being missing was going on as well. And then I had to be in Virginia. So I had like literally limited days. I think I was there for maybe 3 or 4 days. That's it. Hardly a pattern.
Yeah, she does. She acts like she's an investigator on the case.
This is my job. I cover cases. I don't bother anybody,
You don't
and I
have
talk to people that are willing to talk to me.
You don't bother anybody. For 3 months, you have accused this family of murmuring. You have come right out and said that they murmured their child. You have accused Chris of some horrific things, of dismemberment and disposal and all kinds of crazy off the wall stuff, Betty. You threatened to go to their home. You threatened to tell them about themselves. You threatened to get a pew-pew while you were there. You went to their homes, Betty, and was recording their homes to put on your platform, someone's private residence. You were printing up a picture, and you went around all the different stores, and you showed this man's photo, and you accused him and told them he did something to his stepson, Betty. You have other people doing it too, following them, taking pictures of them. It's none of your damn business where their camper is. It's not your camper. It's not your life. And it's damn sure not your business. Because there's been no crime committed, Betty. They are not suspects in the sense of the word. They have not been 100% cleared, but they are also not the main suspects, Betty. There's no evidence of foul play. There's no evidence of anything crime-wise. And there's damn sure no evidence that any of the parents did anything.
Well, this is a new gadget. It's called Fixed. And basically, you plug it into a little socket on your car. It connects.
It's pretty simple. Betty, I sent you a clip of the asshole clearly saying, if you come back down there, you better. Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. I also want to get the clip of Cluminati saying she's going to hit me in my face.
Okay, number one, you started with Clue and you threatened Clue. Number two, you continued to harass Clue. Number three, this has nothing whatsoever to do with Clue. Her name is not on that paperwork. This is about what you did, Eddie. You did to the Bower Sox and the Proudfoots. That's it. That's all. Not about anybody else.
You know? But, hey.
She got fleas.
I think that was
she might.
That was removed off a certain person's video.
Your Kiwi mate. Hey.
How long is it from Hendersonville to Louisiana or Florida? I know that it takes me about 13 hours to get there or something like that from Florida. If I remember correctly, didn't they ask people to look for it? Yes, they did. They asked for them to look for him. I've never.
Yes. What they didn't ask for was to be harassed, stalked, and threatened. Betty, that woman had to leave her home. Her home. Not long after her son went missing. What? Weeks, month or so? Because of all the threats and harassment and stalking. It wasn't safe for her to be in her own home. Where she's waiting for her son to come back to. She had to leave that safe haven because of people like you. And not just you, but there's a group just like you. You're trauma vultures. You suck the blood out of you, suck them dry.
Anybody that has not wanted to speak to me or has reached out to me that was not scheduled to speak with me prior to me coming into the area. Period. Nothing. So.
He won't go.
Sadly, I think it's because they don't think their son's case is anyone's business.
Oh, I hate you,
I don't believe
mate.
that because they came to
I
YouTube
love
for
your
help.
name.
Dum dum. No offense, Summers Army. I'm having a rough day.
Truth
I'm
or
having a rough day, but I don't like hearing that. You know, they came to YouTube asking for people to keep
exactly, Debbie Doodles.
Even try to proclaim those things when they weren't even doing it after they blocked their whole entire Facebook down. I'm sorry, Summer.
They're allowed to lock their Facebook down, Betty. It's their Facebook. They can do whatever they please with it. Just because they wouldn't accept you as a friend. But they can do that. Yeah, they can do that.
I don't really give a rat's ass. If it's upsetting
Yes, you
to
do.
you about my commentary or anything else, you know, or you think it's nobody's business, why are you here? You know, it's a legitimate question. It really is. I've said that for months. Nobody has ever done anything to those people or even seen them.
Well, Betty's excited because she thinks the DA is going to sit down and watch her whole channel of videos and take all her proof and evidence that Chris and Katie are guilty because she's built the whole circumstantial case. And it's good. And the DA is going to put them in jail because of watching her videos because they're lying. And they've also lied and perjured themselves about her. So she wants them charged for that too. Yeah.
I guarantee that they've lied about the harassment that they.
No, they haven't.
You know, at the end of the day, at that
Quit
shop,
guaranteeing people. You always say that. I guarantee. You can't guarantee. because you're wrong. You're lying. You say you guarantee that was Kathy Bowersock's car. You say you guarantee that Kathy Bowersock was there involved. And you're lying because you can't guarantee that. You say you guarantee that was Sebastian with them flashlights. You can't say that. You can't say they were flashlights. You don't know. But you say you can guarantee. You're the one lying, Betty. You have no problem lying under oath. You have no problem lying in a court of law. I've proven that. Queen's lawyer proves it every day.
Posted. We got that secondhand, thirdhand, the barbecue stuff that was posted. I literally have had one person that had driven by that on their way to work and reached out to me. And of course, yeah, you know, they want to send me some videos. Send me some videos. I'd like to see where those cars are. Are those cars moving or not? She's on a public roadway. It was right there at the roadway where she could literally drive by and have her phone up. It didn't bother nobody. It's not stalking somebody, and she sent me the videos. And I have
it is because she follows them around to get those videos for you. Whatever they're doing is none of your fucking business, Betty. Leave these people alone.
A right to receive them.
No, you don't, because you don't have a right to invade their privacy and their life the way you have. You don't have that right.
I do not have to reveal my sources, and I will not.
You are not covered by the media because you are not real media. You are not credentialed.
So I'm sorry, but I have a right to investigate lawfully for my own
You
content.
don't have a right to investigate. You're nothing. And you don't do it lawfully, Betty.
And there's not a thing that they can do about it. And if my content is so...
we'll see about that. So far they have. They've hit you with, they've gotten the POs for in the emergency. And to do that, Betty, you have to meet the requirements. And they've met them. I have a feeling those POs are going to be granted. And I'm hoping that you don't get to walk out of that courtroom because you violated them in some way or another. We'll find out, I guess. And I'm also hoping that part of the restraining order is that you're not allowed to talk about them. Because I've seen it in restraining orders on here. So yeah, it can happen.
Harassing to them, they don't have to watch it. Just saying. They're watching it for a reason.
They're not watching you.
Just saying.
They're not watching you.
I don't really care. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a good night.
You don't really care, but for 3 days you've been nonstop talking about it, trying to convince yourself and your audience that you did nothing and it's all on them. But you're not worried about it. Girl, shut up.
I'm doing just fine. I think this is BS. I think they're a freaking joke. I think they're a laughing stock of their community. I think they're a laughing stock of YouTube. I think they're desperate people willing to do desperate things to try to contain this stuff. At the end of the day, the parents sneaked to high heaven, and this boy didn't know a whole lot of people. Okay? He went to bed in his own bed, according to his mother, with his mother in the house, and her alone, in a locked home. And apparently...
I don't know about anybody else, but when I go to bed at night, my house is locked up tight too. But that doesn't mean somebody can't leave from the inside by unlocking the freaking door and walking out. So that's stupid. Do you not lock your house at night when you go to bed, Betty? You know? Hey, Sir Duke.
Separated into thin air because he didn't walk out the door and the house was completely locked. Katie has some explaining to do, and so does Mr. Rafa.
Betty's screwed. Betty's screwed. If this goes and they are able to stop her from talking about them at all, Betty's screwed. Hey, Beth.
Check this out. State Farm was charging me $179 for auto insurance per month. No, thank you.
There is a lot to this situation last night, and quite honestly, we are still trying to.
Why did it do that? Why the hell did it jump ahead?
Or not, because apparently there's been a lot of power outages and stuff like that that's already affecting the area.
Wow, it totally jumped ahead. I didn't do that. StreamYard did it.
But, it is what it is. I just thought it was interesting, not to go on a tangent, but I just thought it was interesting that, when I heard that the state attorney, the district attorney is going to be reviewing my channel, I'm just like, I hope he reviews. I just want to let you know we have a playlist. Just push play. Just push play. Just push play.
You're in trouble, Betty, if he does that.
We have an overlay if you're interested, because it even said when the article I was reading, because I set it up that way. That's just how it is. Only mods and the owner of the account. Eyes on these people. I haven't even had one single conversation with them, and you see the bullshit I got to go through. And eyes on these people. It is absolutely ludicrous. Because I haven't even laid eyes on these people. I haven't even had one single conversation with them. And you see the bullshit I got to go through. And their father-in-law stalked me.
He did not stalk you. You followed and stalked that man. He was in his hometown, in his shopping center, parked. He was inside the store, Betty, shopping. You found his car, Betty. You put a flyer up by his car. You knew there was one way out of that shopping plaza. You sat out there waiting for that man. He did not pull up behind you. He was coming out of the parking lot, Betty. You see the passenger side of his car because he was coming out of the parking lot and he went around you. You then sped up like a bat out of hell, jumped behind him, stopped at a red light, jumped out your car like a wild banshee, and you verbally assaulted that man. You stalked him. You were at his home, recording his home, Betty, putting up flyers by his house on poles you knew they'd get taken down on. Why were you not peppering them all over town? Why did you only put them by the Proudfoots and the Bowersox homes? Because you were trying to evoke a response from them. And when it didn't work, you created your own drama, which was your goal in the first place for going there. You were going there to try to evoke a response from the Proudfoots and the Bowersox. And you failed. So you decided to create your own drama. That's going to come back to bite you, Betty. And it should. Because what you did to that man, you should have been arrested. That's my opinion.
For half an hour. And then try to intimidate me. Like they're trying to do with court proceedings right now. I don't get intimidated. All it does is piss me off. All it does is piss me off.
Now, he was coming out of the parking lot. I don't know if he took a picture or not, but I wouldn't blame him. This woman was stalking him in his own hometown. He was in a shopping center. He was inside a store. He's got a receipt. He was inside the store shopping. Hey, Rachel. Hallucinogenic recipe. Oh, I could use some of that. Anyway, she was stalking him. He was not following her around town, stalking her. If you watch that video, Betty keeps that flyer up. She tries to block you from seeing out her back window what's going on because she knew he was coming out of that parking lot. Watch the video. Betty knows he's coming. I hope he does, Beth.
Pam, was it called something to do with 7 Mile RV Park? You know what? For all the people that don't like me eating in front of you, you might want to turn your.
Oh, we read it. Okay.
Apparently they do. But he's worked with or whatever. I don't know how that goes. I don't know anything about that shit. I wasn't. I mean, we know he was driving. There's no way that little camper took freaking 10 hours to pass. We don't know if he went. We don't know if he had cash on him. We don't know if he was gone 17 hours. We don't know where he went.
Again, I can't prove that anywhere.
Had cash on him. We don't know if he rented a boat for cash. We don't know if he was driving. We know he was driving. There's no way that little camper took freaking 10 hours to pack up and get, there's literally no possible way. Just, that is absolutely ludicrous. to take 17 hours. 17 hours. You know? Just doesn't even sound right. It doesn't sound right. 17 hours. So, and not only that, but I can tell you, I don't know of any step parent, any good step parent. Let me put it out like that. Any good step parent that would ever leave under any circumstance their wife to deal with a missing child. You know, he'll deal, you know, most people are like me. I'll deal with that later, right? I'll deal with the camper later. And then if anybody calls and harasses, it's like, hey, look, boss man, I got a missing kid. Do what you need to do with the trailer. I will deal with it later. You know? Because that was his thing. The boss man wanted him to, right? Oh, IK3. It says, Betty, you said in several previous chats that you...
I don't know. I have tried, like I said, I have tried to find everything I could out about that. I can't find anywhere where Chris or Katie talks about the 17 hours or anybody else has it in his trash bag. Yeah. So, and, you know, she's talking about the first day or... I don't know. I can't. Yeah, she is. She's done. I cannot.
Talk directly with the Proudfoots and would not let anyone in your chat to harass or disrespect them. I absolutely did. I've given them public opportunity to come on this channel. I didn't reach out to them by
I'm sorry, StreamYard jumped ahead to the next video. I have no idea why. I wasn't even touching the freaking keyboard. I'm probably replaying some of this. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Or phone or anything else, but I did state on this channel, just like I'm talking right now, that after Seth's interview, that I would show them the same exact respect that I showed Seth Rogers.
No, you would not. You're a liar. And you have been doing everything you can to try to get them to respond to you on your channel, and they have chose not to. They want nothing to do with you, Betty. I don't believe they even watch you. Stop it.
On when I interview them, if they want to have their side of their story, but they chicken shit. They don't want they refuse to talk to me, right? And I have never pushed them. Okay, right? I've never knocked on their door.
Okay, so they're chicken shit because they don't want to talk to Betty. Betty, you're nobody. You're a YouTuber. You're nobody in the case. You're irrelevant in the case. We all are. They talk to who's important and relevant in the case. Law enforcement. Who can actually bring their son home. Yeah, no, that could be it. Besides, why would they want to talk to somebody that has done nothing but defame, slander, threaten, harass, and stalk them for months? Why would they want to talk to you? Why? And girl, get over yourself.
I never cornered them at a store. I never looked at them for them in the parking lot. You know, I did my job. I have a very limited time when I go to Tennessee because at the end of the day, the time I went there, we had to go Layla Santinello's 1 year, you know, milestone of her being missing.
That's good, Canadian
as well. And
Canadian Anna. That's what do you say? I don't mean just anyone. Missing children's parents are writing the letters that she's interfered with. Also, witnesses she's harassed and family members she stalked, including Dawn Wiles, Brian Laundrie's sister. Wow. And they're doing that to submit to the court by the 8th. All that's going to be able to be submitted. Is that what you're talking about? She has so much more coming. She's going to completely lose her. What comes out this week is nothing. People are writing letters to the judge, sending stuff to the DA daily. Oh, well, yeah. This is a whole shit show. Congratulations, Betty. Congratulations.
And then I had to be in Virginia. So I had like literally limited days. I think I was there for maybe 3 or 4 days. That's it.
This is so fucking wrong. I'm sorry. This is so wrong on so many levels. These parents should not be having to do this crap. How can anybody even support her? But her chat is. I'm mind blown.
Hardly a pattern. It was a job. You know?
You don't have a job.
This is my job.
No, it's not.
I cover cases. I don't bother anybody, and I talk to people that are willing to talk to me.
What? What did you just say? Did you just say you don't bother anybody? Oh my God, Betty. I've got a million gazillion clips of you doing just that, of you harassing, stalking, threatening, getting people fired from their jobs, carrying on like idiots in front of their homes with a bullhorn all hours of the day and night. Yeah, I kind of like got a lot of things, a lot of clips that says otherwise, Betty. You bother a lot of people.
It's pretty simple. Betty, I sent you a clip of the asshole clearly saying, if you come back down there, you better. Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. I also want to get the clip of Cluminati saying she's going to hit me in my face, you know? But hey, I think that was removed off a certain person's video. How long is it from Hendersonville to Louisiana or Florida? I know that it takes me about 13 hours to get there or something like that from Florida. If I remember correctly, didn't they ask people to look for it? Yes, they did. That was not scheduled. Sadly, I think it's because they don't think their son's case is anyone's business on YouTube. I don't believe that because they came to YouTube for help. Dum-dum. No offense, Summers Army. I'm having a rough day. But I don't like hearing that. You know, they came to YouTube asking for people to keep his name out there, to keep looking, even. Even tried to proclaim those things when they weren't even doing it after they locked their whole entire Facebook down. I'm sorry, Summers Army. I don't really give a rat's ass. If it's upsetting to you about my commentary or anything else, you know, or you think it's nobody's business, why are you here? You know, it's a legitimate question.
Hey, Sharna.
Really is.
Betty. Good night, Miss Mississippi. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, she did. Mari, she did. She sure did. No, I'm not muted. It's got to be. Yeah, I'm not muted. I don't even have my mute button thing here. It doesn't work right anyway. But yeah, no, it just. I don't know what's going on. It's through StreamYard, or it's you. I don't know. She doesn't get what she did. She just doesn't see anything wrong with what she did.
I've said that for months. Nobody has ever done anything to those people or even seen them. They've lied about everything. I guarantee they've lied about the harassment.
You can't guarantee anything, Betty. They have not lied. You have harassed them. They've done nothing to you. Absolutely nothing to you. You can't say that, though, Betty.
They've underwent. You know, at the end of the day, at that bike shop, that was posted. We got that secondhand, third hand. The barbecue stuff that was posted. I literally have had one person that had driven by that on their way to work and reached out to me. Of course, yeah, you know they want to.
You had this person take pictures and videos for you We've heard you say it on your channel. You've had several people do that, Betty. And none of it is your business. That is their private life. You don't have a right to know anything. And you don't have a right to be taking pictures and videos of someone's child.
Videos? Send me some videos. I'd like to see where those cars are. Are those cars moving or not? She's on a public roadway. It was right there at the roadway where she could literally drive by and have her phone up. It didn't bother nobody. It's not stalking somebody. And she sent me the videos. And I have every right to receive them. And as press, I do not have to reveal my sources. And I will not. So I'm sorry. But I have a right to investigate lawfully for my own content. And there's not a thing that they can do about it. And if my content is so harassing to them, they don't have to watch it. Just saying. They're watching it for a reason. Just saying.
Wow.
But I don't really care. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a good night. I'm doing just fine. I think this is BS. I think they're a freaking joke. I think they're a laughing stock of their community. I think they're a laughing stock of YouTube.
Hey guys, coming in, please do me a favor and hit that like button. Thank you.
They're desperate people willing to do desperate things to try to contain this stuff. At the end of the day, the parents sneaked to high heaven, and this boy didn't know a whole lot of people. Okay? He went to bed in his own bed, according to his mother, with his mother
She
in the
regurgitates the same thing 50 million times a day.
house, and her alone, in a locked home. And apparently, he disintegrated into thin air because he didn't walk out the door, and the house was completely
yeah, he did. He didn't disintegrate into thin air, and everybody locks their house up at night when they go to bed, Betty. But I think this replayed, and this is not me. This is on StreamYard or YouTube or both. But I think this replayed. Sorry about that.
Katie has some explaining to do, and so does
No, not to you. She don't. The people she needs to talk to are law enforcement, and she has, and he has, and it's none of your business. But they don't have no explaining to do to you, or to me, or to anybody on these YouTube streets. Mm. Oh, so it was at the end, and it went back. Oh, sorry about that loudness. Yeah, so it jumped. I thought it jumped to the other video, but apparently we were done, so we replayed it again. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, Lord. Okay, one quick one, and then we're out of here. 11. My husband was supposed to come out here. Okay, where did it go? True 11, I know I saved it. It's just a short one. Or it's 111, yeah. She had something to say. We haven't looked at her for a minute. She has something to say. Of course. She's different. She's different. She comes... she has some off-the-wall theories that we've reviewed that she's put together, sent videos. Okay, what'd she do with it? Did she take it down? Let me see if it's under, I think, oh, it's under a video. Yeah, it's under a video. Okay. Whoa, no, it's not what I wanted. But she had something to say about all this. Guess whose side she's on? Do you need to guess? Is it hard to guess? Betty has lost her mind. Or she didn't have one. But the stuff she's doing is gross. It's just beyond gross. You've recorded them all? Yeah. Well, they're on all our channels. What's going to happen once Jeff decides that even he can't deal with her? I don't know. They were in there tonight, and Tony super chatted her a nice super chat, telling her that Seth and him support her and stand with her. You know, it's crazy. Okay, this is 111 True Crime. she decided she's got something to say about all this too. Now we're going to fast forward to some of this because this woman is boring.
Allegedly, and he wasn't there.
This woman can be very boring and take forever to get to a point. So it's a short one, but we're gonna fast forward probably through half of it. I don't know, we'll see. But here we go.
Remember, this young fellow was about 15 years old, missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee since February 26th of this year. Yes, his mother went to wake him up for school allegedly, and he wasn't there. Dogs never found a scent leaving the home, and cameras never seemed to pick up anybody leaving the home either. However, today we're going to be talking about freedom of speech, and there's been a lot of suspicion around what really took place the very last time Sebastian Rogers was ever home. Now, Sebastian was allegedly home all night with just his mother, no one else in the house. And so I guess she would be the focus of most people's interest. We have a fellow creator, Bullhorn Betty, who has been so focused in working this case very, very hard on Sebastian. She continues to fight for him and keep his name out there, and even tried to do a little bit of boots on the ground. So she left from her Florida home and went to Tennessee, Hendersonville, Tennessee, where she drove around on public streets with her camera and went live on her YouTube channel. In that process, with her research, she did capture footage of the home. There were those that were following her, and she caught that as well. Check out one of her lives. Now we have this paperwork coming through that is alleging from the mother of Sebastian that this YouTuber is dangerous, feels that her life is in peril, threatened by this individual. In fact, WKRN has picked up the story and says, quote, "She is dangerous. Mother of missing Tennessee teen files order of protection against YouTuber." This was dated August 2nd, 2024, and released and posted at 6:50 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. Sumner County, Tennessee, WKRN reports the mother of the missing Middle Tennessee teenager said she's being stalked by a YouTuber who's covering the case. Sebastian Rogers disappeared 5 months ago from his family's home in Hendersonville. Interest in the case has been nationwide, but now Sebastian's mother, Katie Pratpa, indicates is gone too far. She just got a temporary order of protection against a YouTuber by the name of Bullhorn Betty. Since Sebastian was first reported missing on February 26, his mother, Katie, and stepfather, Chris Proudfoot, have largely remained out of the media. But despite maintaining their privacy...
That would be scary. That would be scary. Thank God. Wow.
Katie said she is still being stalked and harassed.
Hey, Sam.
The petition for an order of protection was filed last week in Sumner County with the sheriff's office.
Yeah, maybe you can explain to Betty, because Betty keeps saying, well, on the 26th of July or 27th of July, I was at home in Florida. I didn't do nothing. Of course, it wasn't that day that the acts were committed. It was prior to being filed. That way they could file for it and get it. I mean, you can't file for it before the actions are done. It was for prior behavior, prior actions. Maybe you can explain that to Betty.
According to that document, Katie said Andrea Griffin, also known as Bullhorn Betty, is inciting the public and her social media followers.
Oh, yeah, I've reviewed her. Oh, Sapien, this woman, you got to watch my reviews on her. She sends these videos that she does with these off-the-wall theories and says it's evidence. She ties people that have nothing to do with it and claims their family, claims that he was in Alaska. It's just crazy. And she tags the TBI and the Sumner County Sheriff's Office in her videos, but she also sends them to them. Yeah. She sends them her videos.
To aid in her stalking the Proudfoot family. Katie said Griffin has accused the family of harming their son.
This was some local little YouTube, local little news reporter that didn't know what the hell she was doing. I played it yesterday on my channel.
Katie is quoted, saying in part, She threatens us and posts live while driving by our home. She also called the YouTuber dangerous. Quote, she is dangerous
and all that's true.
Threatening my and my family's safety and telling her followers to help and do the same.
She's done that.
Statement from Katie Rad. Now, there was a reply by Betty, and she says, if it is from her, then that is absolutely a falsehood. Then go and look at all my lives, Griffin said. My lives never come down off my channel, driving on public property, on public roads, with a camera hanging out. There's nothing unlawful about that. That happened over a month ago. It's the only time I've been in the Hendersonville area. Griffin told News 2 that she had not received the temporary protection order, but said
she replied, okay,
innocent of these accusations. Quote, it appears for her to get an ex-parte order from everything I am reading, she would have to say I am an immediate threat to her life, and I'm in Florida, Griffin said. I've never laid eyes on this woman in the flesh. I have never reached out to her by phone, email, or text messages. I have never even responded to any of her Facebook posts. I haven't talked to this lady. It's all about Sebastian Rogers, Griffin explained. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. It's not about Seth Rogers.
Why didn't you just show the 2-minute news clip? Why did you write all the words down? Are you really that into yourself? You could have just showed the clip. It would have been more interesting. We know Betty's denying it all. It's not about Sebastian. It's about Betty's drama and Betty's pocketbook. It's about her grift.
Katie,
that reporter clearly is from a real small town, little station, real small town, little thing, and had no clue what she was getting into because she didn't research or vet Betty.
Proudfoot or Christopher Proudfoot. It's about where Sebastian Rogers is and how can we bring him home. A court hearing is set for August 8th at Sumner County Courthouse.
Thank you for coming in and hanging out with me. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Oh, it's coming, Hope. Just wait.
Bullhorn Betty's YouTube videos will be summarized for the DA's office. Until then, the document said Griffin could not come within 100 feet of Katie or her home. Also coming up this month is a prayer vigil for Sebastian on August 24th in Clarksville at 5:00 p.m. On August 26th, the 6-month mark since Sebastian's disappearance, Seth Rogers and other community members will gather in Sumner County to bring awareness.
No, I'm so sick of him getting credit for all this stuff when he's not doing none of it.
To Sebastian and some unanswered questions. Does she really feel that her life is in jeopardy, that her family's life is in jeopardy? Or is this a ploy to shut down somebody that is vocal about looking for Sebastian? To the best of my...
She's not looking for Sebastian. All she's doing is accusing the parents and attacking the parents. She's not looking for Sebastian.
My knowledge, this mother has not shown any action that I'm aware of in locating her missing child. Bullhorn Betty is not the only one that has a great deal of suspicion around the circumstance of Sebastian's disappearance. Being that the mother was the last person known to be with the child, multiple people on multiple platforms have thrown out a lot of suspicious accusations, if you will. But the one that's been consistently working on trying to locate Sebastian and keep his name out there in hopes to find him, maybe somebody would see something, say something, right? This is the one that Katie has chosen to focus on. I feel this could actually...
No, Katie hasn't chosen to focus on Betty. What the hell is wrong with you? Betty is obsessed with them. For months, she's been making videos not about Sebastian, but about how horrible Chris and Katie are and all the bad things they've done and the Bauer Sox and trying to dig into their lives. Don't matter where he went to high school. It don't matter where the Bauer Sox lived prior. That's what Betty's doing. Not trying to find Sebastian, just bash the Proudfoots and the Bauer Sox. That's all she's been doing. Bringing drama and chaos to Sebastian's case.
Have more weight than most people realize if this is held up against the creator. Because in a sense, it's going to change true crime as you know it. Wouldn't it allow?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because there is no reason, none, for any YouTube creator to do the things to the Proudfoots and the Bowersocks that Betty has done. It's gone too far. It has been gone too far. You can be a true crime creator without harassing, stalking, and threatening the victims and the families. And having your chat or your members do the same. And she's done that. She's asked people to do it. She's asked people to print his picture up and show it around. She's asked people to watch them and give her the video evidence and the pictures. 111 usually will put a little bit more work into something. You're well aware of the piece of shit, the lying piece of shit Betty is.
A suspect to gain protection, even if they're guilty, if you're not allowed to speculate? Sebastian Rogers' case is the first.
You don't speculate. You guys state it as fact, and you've done that too. And you're a whack job because you sent your whacked videos to TBI and Sumner County Police. You tagged them in your videos.
First time I've ever heard in a missing persons case of so much legal activity. In the past, we had heard about in the beginning.
Because this is what they were pushed to do. Again, they weren't given an option. They have not been given an option. They have been attacked in every which way you can imagine, without any evidence or proof that there was a crime committed or that they did anything wrong. Y'all need to be asking lots of other questions that you have not asked.
Beginning of his case of the cease and desist orders put out by the father. And now we're hearing of temporary orders of protection for the mother. With all the legal action to quiet people that are working on this.
It's not to quiet anyone. Stop it. You sound just like Betty. They don't deserve the harassment and the threats and the stalking they've been getting. And Betty won't stop. They've been given no choice. She has followed them. She's went to their hometown, to their homes, their private residences. But you don't see anything wrong with that. How come you're not saying shit when Seth was handing out his cease and desist, trying to shut people up? How come that's not being talked about? How come that was okay when he did that? Well, he had to. Look at what they were saying about him. But when the Bowersocks are truly, and the Proudfoots are truly being harassed, being stalked, being threatened, and they seek legal action for protection because they've been given no choice. Y'all can't handle it. Oh, they're so wrong. They're lying. They committed perjury, blah, 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 blah. But none of y'all said none of this shit when Seth served out his lousy cease and desist, which were a joke. Huh. And he didn't want no one talking about Sebastian. Got it. You're really biased and one-sided. That's obvious. Because I've reviewed your whacked videos.
Sebastian Rogers case makes a person begin to wonder, why don't they want anybody talking about Sebastian Rogers?
Hey, Katie.
Don't they want him found? Many are voicing their opinion in a lot of the Facebook groups and other social media platforms, and many feel that this could be just a manipulation of the legal system to literally shut down any help to find Sebastian. If you have any information,
it's by getting a protection order against one YouTube creator that has caused chaos and has done beyond met the necessary requirements for a protection order, that's not going to shut the case down. You didn't think the father sending out multiple cease and desist was going to, could shut the case down? Yeah, okay. I see how it works. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
On Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, please contact TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. Thank you so incredibly much.
Yeah, bye. She's a whack job. I was going to start looking at, I'm not in the mood to do Brittany. I was going to start looking at her Idaho 4 content. I started playing one of the lives. I got to admit, I don't know a whole lot about that case, but I was willing to take a deep dive, because something just told me, after what I seen her do in the Sebastian Rogers case, and the titles to the videos for her Idaho 4 videos, something told me there was going to be a lot. So I of course, got to make sure I can, check into it, make sure I'm, I didn't make it very far through that video. How can I say this in a nice way? I'm trying to think. She's a wackadoodle. Oh, thank you, Katie. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Wow. Thank you. See something, say something, where you been. She's a wackadoodle. She is a true whack job. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I truly can say that I have to check myself after I listened to a little bit of her. I don't know what it is. She just, I don't know. She's a whack job. A total whack job. And Spanky, oh, I'm not leaving you alone. It's too good to leave you alone. You and Brittany are next. And you guys, you did another panel with that thing in the wall. Y'all haven't figured out she don't have a brain cell at all. But your panels, I've been reviewing them for a while. I don't think I could gather a half a working brain cell between all of you. But that thing in the wall, she ain't got no room to be talking about no one's parenting. I'll just say that. All right? And she is a thing in the wall. Brittany, girl, you don't have no common sense. You don't have no common sense. And if I wasn't tired, we would be reviewing you, but Betty took a long time. So we're going to pick this up. I don't know, depending on what the weather does tomorrow, if it ruins our day, I probably won't come back live though till Monday. But we will pick up with Brittany and Spanky and the thing in the wall. And we're going to start getting into the Turtle Boy stuff again, because I've collected so much. Oh my God, I've got so much in that about the Turtle Boy saga. Because, he's got trial coming up. And then the retrial restarts in January? But he's going to be going to trial here. And I'm hoping on the 16th that Betty has handed her ass in court. And it's finally over for Queen Bee. So she can finally move on past this, away from this frivolous lawsuit. I'm hoping the court just says enough, and that Betty cannot refile. Because she's already made it clear, if the court dismisses it again, she's just going to refile it. So they're going to have to dismiss it with prejudice, so she can't, because she will immediately refile the same crap. The judge is going to have to lay the law down this time. But it's long past time to do that. Oh, I done ran my lighter out of fluid sitting here clicking it. At least I can't. Well, I won't be able to click it no more. That's stupid to waste lighter, but it's better to smoke a cigarette. So I keep clicking the lighter, but this time I actually did light a cigarette. I've had 3 cigarettes this time, and that's a lot. It takes me a while to smoke one because it keeps going out. So it will take me a while to smoke one. Because I sit it down and forget about it. I don't need to smoke. I'm trying not to. Oh my God, the stuff with that. There's just so much. But I just want to cover the trial, Oh, thank you, Rachel. You too. We're supposed to go to the water park for my daughter's birthday tomorrow. But we're getting this storm, which I have to be honest, I didn't exactly pick up the stuff I probably should have today. Because, I live here and I'm just so... And now I'm starting to think maybe I should have picked a little bit more up. Because the storm's supposed to start hitting us in a couple hours. But it's so calm out right now. And it's wild. It's always calm before the storm. I haven't checked the weather lately. I'm going to check it real quick. And see what it says the update is. And plus, there's one coming in on the Gulf side. So we're not only going to get it coming straight up at us, but now there's one coming, wave coming in on the Gulf side too. Of course. Well, see, it puts the words it wants to. Oh, we're at a hurricane warning. Huh? It increased our hurricane warning? That's from the Gulf side? Yeah. Hurricane warning remains in effect. But it's for the Gulf side. Sunday afternoon to Monday morning. Tropical storm Debbie forms in the Gulf of Mexico. Expected to reach hurricane status. Yeah, that's on the Gulf side, but it's supposed to come straight across. So the path hasn't. Oh, shit. See, I didn't check the updated path. Let me see where the models have it going. One model has it almost coming straight through me. But most of the models have it a little bit above us, but we're still within the cone, which don't mean nothing. Anyway. And that's from the Gulf side. I'm worried about the storm coming up from my side. Oh, jeez. There's 2 out there. Let's listen to it. Where's the speakers? Why isn't it playing?
And so that's what we're seeing. The pressure of the last advisory was 1,000. Light was 40 from the last advisory, now up to 45. So a slight increase in that wind speed with a slight pressure decrease. Sometimes you see the pressure come down a little bit You can see those winds respond, and so that's what we're seeing. The pressure.
You should see this map. It's got Debbie on one side, and then it's got the other depression coming straight up the coastline, which is me. And then you got Debbie coming in from the back end. Let's just hope these two storms together don't create a damn mess and a bunch of tornadoes. Look, I don't need,
Some slight strengthening here, moving to the northwest at 14 miles per hour, and the location updating as well, about 50 miles to the west-southwest of the drive toward Tugas. So there's Key West, there's the center of the circulation there, and you can see still trying to get those showers, thunderstorms to kind of coalesce around where that center is. We can start to see that happen.
I think we'll be all right. I'm more interested in, because that's coming from the Gulf side, and it looks like it's... That's not the one. I'm not looking for the one from the Gulf. I'm looking one that's coming straight up. Near Hurricane Force storm headed to Florida's Gulf. Okay, where's the other one, though? See, now all they want to talk about is Debbie and not the other one. The other one's supposed to be hitting us starting this morning, Monday morning. Okay, they're all talking about Debbie now. Well, they just ignored the other storm, I guess. Oh, well, I'll watch channel 13. It'll tell me all I need to know. That's the one I usually watch. Why do I have so many text messages? Holy shit, 11 of them? Oh, church tomorrow. Yikes. It's not till 12:30 though. Maybe we will. I don't. But if it's not storming, we're going to the water park. If it's storming, my daughter's going to be heartbroken. So hopefully it won't be. But I guess I'm going to get something because I've got almost hurricane status Debbie coming in from the Gulf side. And then I got the storm that we're supposed to be getting coming right up the coastline. So, yeah, that's not good if those two meet. We can't have no double dating on. You can't have no dating on these storms now. They need to just go. Because Kathy didn't really get ready other than gas for her generator because, I'm just so used to it down here. I just didn't, It'll be fine. It will be fine. There was people panic shopping though today. It was crazy. People were panic buying, which I don't do because, But yeah, you won't find a roll of toilet paper, When Dixie was out of water, the one I went to, and bottled water, people panic buy. Hey, darling. They have it named. It's not Debbie. They named the one in the Gulf, but the rain that we're supposed to start getting, and the storms we're supposed to start getting, are not come on our side, are not coming from Debbie, from the Gulf side yet. These ones are supposed to start Sunday morning. The heavy rain and stuff like that. That's not Debbie. Debbie's on the Gulf side. This weather's coming up right through the beach line and up and inward. But it's probably going to be nothing, just some heavy rain and some wind. They haven't declared it anything. And they just recently upgraded and named Debbie, but it's near hurricane status. I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, that's what we're getting. Rain, yeah, I'm afraid of that. But rains and there's lightning, they'll close the water park for the day because it's supposed to rain all day. So I'm hoping that they're wrong because the weather's not always 100% on down here, and we get a lot of the hoopla and not to follow through. I've lived here for how many years now? Over 20, yeah. So that's why I don't get excited about the storms and I don't go overshop. You do that in the beginning. I've been through my share of natural disasters. I've been through earthquakes, floods, severe flooding, took out towns, and pulled some people deceased, sadly, out of the water. Fires, tornadoes, and earthquakes. I think I got it pretty covered. Internet tomorrow, please post on your community page how y'all were. Oh, I will. We'll be fine. What's coming up? The storms coming in on my side that they've been following for over a week are just storms. They haven't even named it. It's not even a depression or anything. It's just going to be some nasty rain and winds. Now, Debbie developed on the Gulf side, and they've named that. It's a named storm. It's officially a named storm. Yeah, it's supposed to cross over, but I just looked at the models, and most of the models are all pretty close. And there's only one that would put it like through me, but the rest are all where it's pretty much above, but you're still, if they do declare it and it's a cone, you're still within the cone. Yeah. Go away, Debbie. Oh, go away. That's all I got to say. Go visit. No, don't do that. YouTube is nothing but guilty by, could be. The great world, it can be hard sometimes. I mean, I think it's wrong that this family has to do this and that they're being put through this. This is just so wrong. And it's just gone too far. And what 111 True Crime just said, that the true crime community needs to help Betty because if this goes through, that it's going to hurt them. No, it's not. Why would it hurt them? Unless they're doing the same things. But if they're doing their true crime, yes, there's going to be drama with anything you do on YouTube. It's life. They're just, you can't go this far. It's not acceptable. Parents of a missing child should not feel that this is the only thing they can do. They should have never been pushed this far. Oh, I will, Dara. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, in the morning I may there was no water when I stopped at Winn-Dixie. I have to go to Publix and get water. But I'll make sure I get a case of water and get an extra gallon of milk because the kiddos drink milk like crazy. And maybe just to be safe, I'll grab them some snacks. But as long as I have gas for my generator, I'm good. I can keep my fridge going. See that cigarette I lit? I took a hit and it's already out. Yeah. See, that's good though. So what do you guys got planned for a big Sunday? Respect the Cone area. I do. I've had damage from hurricanes. We had that rental property, that 4-unit building and 2-unit house. And yeah, I took damage from hurricanes. Oh, believe me, I do. I just don't panic. And this is just my way of dealing, If it was a bad storm, like category 3 or above, oh, you all be hearing from me now. Trust me. But, it's too early in the season. We got a long season yet. We go till November. And in my experience, the worst storms have been late August, September, October. In fact, 2 years after we moved here, maybe not even 2 years, there was 4 hurricanes in a row. I was out walking my dog through the one hurricane because he had to go to the bathroom, Yeah. But we lost our porch, and a big, huge tree came right through my bedroom ceiling, right through my bedroom. Yeah, it was real lovely. But our house here, just some roof damage, nothing major. Our house is built well for hurricanes, so. And my husband, when it's necessary, he puts up his windows stuff. Oh, thank you. I'm hoping we get to have it. If not, like I said, I'll go to probably end up going to the movies or something. JLR super fan. Central. I live in Central Florida. Somewhere's between Jacksonville and Daytona. And that's a large area, so. And Orlando, somewhere. I'm like central to all of them. I'm like an hour from Jax, an hour from Theo, I remember it was, I think, right after we bought our house. It may have been one of our first Christmases here, or maybe it was the second. There was a tornado in the town, a little town away from me. And then people lost a lot, and it was Christmas. That broke my heart. Broke my heart. There was kids, that didn't have a Christmas. Well, he made sure they did. It was rough because everybody was closed. So thank God for some places still being open 24 hours and, like the CVS and the Walgreens that have toys. But, yeah. The longest we've been without power is 2 weeks. 2 very long weeks. Okay, be nice in chat, please. Let's not fight. But yeah, 2 very long weeks without electricity. It seems forever. And my husband wants to get a big generator and have it hardwired so it'll just flip over so we can run the air and stuff because of our son. And with me, with my breathing, I need it. But we don't have window units for the bedroom, and we need to get one because you can't run your central air from this generator. We would need a much bigger generator, and it would need to be hardwired. So, it's a nightmare if it's really hot and sticky. Oh my gosh. And then you have no hot water. But the water's not exactly cold, here. You can run your cold water to your blue in the face. It's not going to get cold. So, yeah, they're chilly showers, but they're not cold. It's better than no shower at all. But for my 2 littles, he was little. And I would have my husband plug in the stove so that I could warm big parts of the water and put him in the bathtub so that, he had a little warmer water. He's little. He needed it. But it sucks. Hey, Ryan, it sucks going all that time without power. Thank God for a generator, but that's all you hear. Day and night. And everybody, a lot of my neighbors have one, so that's all you hear, period. And it just sounds like a large motor running because there's so many of us have one. But they're great. They help. I wish we still had both of them because then I could run a lot more, But I'm going to eventually get a bigger one and have it hardwired. That way I don't have to worry about it. But they're expensive, so. A month? Oh, Darla, I don't blame you. I'd have left. 2 weeks was I couldn't. We lost power for 16 days. Ooh, after a nice storm. Wow. In the winter, great. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry, Gray Pearl. What's going on? I don't have a mean girl atmosphere here. I don't do the mean girl stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. But you're always welcome here. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry if you're being harassed. What? Oh, okay, Patricia. What's going on, Patricia? You'll tell me. I'm hoping, Darla, as long as it don't rain. If it's raining heavy and there's any kind of lightning, they'll close the water park. And that's where the party's at. Well, it's just a couple of, okay, I splurged and only three of our friends are coming. But, it's what she asked for all year long. So I made sure it could happen. And, I got some the tips donations sent to me saying for the girl's birthday. So, yeah, I used them too because that's what they were, they're hers. Slave with Dre commented, "Oh, did you guys see Molly's going to Dre again? Hard again?" Yeah, Ryan, I'd be lost without my generator. It just, I do have to get a window unit for the bedroom, especially with my breathing, in case that happens again because it got so hot and muggy. And we have those big fans, but they don't help. When it's 105, yeah, they don't help. So I do have to get a window unit for the bedroom. And honestly, I wouldn't mind getting one for just to pop in when, when we know. Because you have plenty of notice when a hurricane's coming. So, just pop it in for just that. I'm not going to keep them in the windows. Just pop them in so I could plug them in and the kids could have some air. But then we had 2 generators, so that would have been nice. But something happened with the other generator. It needed something. I don't remember. But it wasn't, I guess, that outrageously expensive to fix. And to buy one would have been like $300-400. And there's a family that didn't have one. They had little kids. And he had enough money to fix that one, but not buy one. And we were getting a bad storm, so we gave it to him. I think it cost him like $120 to fix it, $125, something like that. It wasn't a lot. Oh, Gray and Nana. They having a disagreement. Yeah, let's not do. Let's be nice to each other. It's Saturday night. We don't want to be a Betty. This my cat actually, Sir Duke. Did y'all hear me having to tell him about himself? I didn't have to tell him about himself. He didn't bite me. He didn't claw me. That's a big improvement. He's laying here sleeping. My husband said a little while, it's almost 2 o'clock. I told him I was going to do an hour or two live. It's almost 2 o'clock. And he hasn't said a word, but he's probably going to be pissed at me. But I'll give him all my attention tomorrow. Because I'm not, like I said, unless everything gets totally turned upside down, I will not be live tomorrow. And I don't know how much I'll be on the YouTube streets. I wasn't on them much today. I popped into a couple chats, one or two, but I didn't get to stay. So I don't know what even happened. I got to rewatch because I don't even know what happened. Oh, thank you, Patricia. But yeah, I think I'm just going to give the family my time tomorrow. And I'll just do a live. I'll probably do like an earlier live Monday, like maybe an afternoon live, like around lunchtime, afternoon, something like that. Depends on who's live. But then we'll go over what I want to finish with Brittany J, Spanky, that thing in the wall, and her panels, which Brittany and Spanky are on. Yeah. I will. And I will let you guys know via community post if anything happens. Trust me, I'll let you know. And providing we're not getting a hurricane Monday, I will be live. I don't know. I guess I can't say that because, weather can be fickle. We could end up with a major storm that I'm downplaying because no sense to get excited about. Can't change it. I can't stop the hurricane from a coming. I can't stop tornadoes from a forming. So there's no reason to panic about it. I can't do anything about it other than be prepared. I'm just hoping that it's not because I didn't hunker down. Oh, I'm so sorry, Patricia. You broke your thumb? Oh, I'm so sorry about your aunt. Oh, I'm sure. Oh. Sending prayers to you and your family. And sending good healing vibes and prayers for your thumb. That sucks to break a finger. You don't realize how much you use a finger. And you know the worst finger to break? Your pinky. Believe it or not. I broke mine in a car accident. They tried to put a cast on that damn little thing. Okay, I have little hands to begin with. But you don't realize how much you use that finger. Or your thumb. You're going to bump the hell out of that thumb all the time. It's wild that something like a finger will be more painful than a leg bone or, Well, thank you, Patricia. Great. Thanks for coming in, Great Pearl. I'm sorry you guys had words. I like Canadian Nana and I like Great Pearl. So maybe there can be, I don't know. But I enjoy Canadian Nana too. Yeah. Yeah, see, I miss some, when you're changing, bouncing back and forth from screens and showing videos, I do miss stuff in chat. And not on purpose. I try not to. I really do. And I try not to miss anybody because I think it's rude not to say hi to people. But I would never do that on purpose. So if I do miss anybody, I am sorry. I do try my best. In yesterday's chat, we had over 500 in chat for a long time and never dropped down below 400 and something. It was great, man. But I feel like I missed people and I missed comments. And I don't mean to do that. I try to catch as much as I can. I'll go back and read the chat because I never turn my chats off. I'll be in and out 6 weeks. It's your dominant hand. Oh no. Oh. And you know that thumb is always going to be in the way. You just get better and get that hand better. And, I'm sorry that you have to, that you just lost your aunt. That's a lot. Oh, thank you, Darla. Well, you enjoy. Thank you for coming in and hanging with us. And you get a good night's sleep. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys. Mont, you did a fabulous job as always. Chat, I have the best chat, the best misfits on the YouTube streets. But thank you for the gifted memberships and the super chats. I really appreciate it. It does help me with the channel. And I've never lied to you what I use my money for. I put it into my kids. Dance lessons, soccer, gymnasium. That's what I use it for. And whatever's left, I get, if there's ever anything left. But Betty's wrong. She's not making big bucks on AdSense. Not even as hard as they push videos. She don't make no more on AdSense than any of the rest of us. She gets more views now. It's the most she's ever made. But she still makes the same dollar amount as anybody else. Yeah, she'll make more because she's got more views. Because it goes per 1,000 views. But as far as she's not that big of a channel to make the money she claims she makes because of ads, she would need 50 to 100,000 views. Yeah, you can make a few bucks, but not the way she was bragging about saying that it's because she has advertisers on her YouTube, because she doesn't any more than we do. I think you can turn your ads down, and I think that's where I've always set mine. Maybe that's why I don't get as many ads as her. I've never went in and changed it. Oh well, Thank you, Glow. Thank you for hanging with me. Hear me clicking that lighter again. I still haven't got through this cigarette. I've been at it for almost an hour. Yeah. It'll burn away, which is cool. I know you don't, Canadian. You've been coming in there. We've been having fun. You're really good in chat. You're good. It's all good. I know. I don't like clicking the lighter so much. There was one person that said it bothered them. And I felt really bad. Because I don't want to bother anybody with a clicking lighter. But it helps me so much not to smoke. And then it'll take me an hour to smoke or more to smoke a cigarette because I let it burn out. Oh, thank you, Darby. But I am going to end this. My hubby's probably sleeping. He's probably pissed. But no, my husband's very supportive. Very supportive. But I'd be pissed if I was him. I said I was going to do a short live, and here I still am. But he won't be because he's a sweetheart. All right, guys. Thank you all for hanging with me so much. Let me know what you think in the comments about what we talked about tonight, the show tonight. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're not subbed up, sub up. And also, you can become a full-side misfit. But you guys, I will let you know how I make out with the storms. But you'll be seeing me somewhere somehow. I don't know. Like I said, it's all up in the air because I don't know what's going to happen with the storms for the next day or two. So, but I'll keep you posted. I will do. And thank you all. I'll see you around. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. No, do what I wouldn't do because you'll be bored. Go have some fun. Bye, all.